Friends, thank you. Thank you again for being here. We're playing more Banishers, Ghosts of New Eden. And yeah, I'm excited to play more of this cool game. Yeah, gaming, cats, cooking, and baking. That's a solid schedule, Johnson. I can appreciate that. But yeah, here we are, though. We're back once again in this kind of weird, kind of spooky underground cavern. We got here because last time we went through a void breach, found Lammy, the son of the governor, who kind of had more or less gotten himself trapped in that void breach by studying it. But while he was studying it, he happened upon this, what he thinks might be the source of what is poisoning settlers here, and it's this weird goopy stuff. This weird goopy stuff here is like seeping out of the void breaches and into New Edentown. You know, this is the real meat space that we're in right now, and you can see the goop is sliming down the walls, much like how it was in the void breaches. Now, the question is there something in the void breaches that is causing this goop to happen and it needs to be resolved in some way, or is it because the veil in between worlds is thin around New Edentown, and you know that's just how it is here, regardless of like what needs to be done about the goop. We're at least finding answers as to like why people are getting sick, and I wonder if this maybe is a greater explanation for the curse that has been just afflicting this whole area in general. So anyway, so we just came out of the void breach, working towards getting back to the surface, and also trying to follow like this gloopy stuff to see if to understand more about it. We actually also saw there were these visions of Charles Davenport. Looks like I already came through here. We saw these visions of Charles Davenport. That was which was the first ghost we ever talked to. He was our mentor. We saw like this kind of silhouette of him being formed out of the gloopy stuff, and he was like sort of delivering sermons. He was like this memory of him that we were seeing.
Look up. The ooze oozed through the very stone.
So it seems like it's able to form memories of the people that it's like, or at least of the spirits it comes in contact with in the void breach. So yeah, lots of mysteries about him, but it makes me wonder if we're like approaching a pretty significant break in just this mystery in the story. How is the game going? The game is, I really like this game. I was saying last time how if the game was just an action RPG, it would probably come up a little short. Like if the game was just the combat and go from place to place and you do side quests and little like fetch quests, it'd be kind of lame. But the story is extremely cool. I really love the story. I think the characters are interesting. The main characters, the two protagonists, I think they're like very sweet. You know, they're clearly in a they're clearly romantically involved. I don't think they're married, but they're like clearly boyfriend girlfriend, and they're like very sweet. And I at least find myself like I give a shit about what happens to them, and I give a shit about bringing our ghost waifu back. And the investigations are compelling and also disturbing at times, and the fucked up things people do, and the way they try to hide what they do, and what the ghosts inevitably spill the beans on. It's the storytelling is extremely good, and it's the same developer as Life is Strange, which probably has something to do with how the game is so well written. So yeah, I would say like the combat is okay. You know, like I think that the locales you travel to are interesting, but yeah, the story is absolutely what I'm all about. Here's a note from a guy named Gibbs. Oh no, it's two Gibbs. Yeah, that's right. This was the people we read about earlier. There was the daughter and her husband were writing. She was writing to her parents, offering to like give them a loan because the family farm was struggling. By the way, we got Swifty in the house. What's up, bud? I've actually I definitely don't know him. I know of Forsen. I've watched him a little bit, but I don't watch him on the regular. I don't watch a ton of super popular streamers. I think the only somewhat popular streamer I sort of watch on a regular basis, not even regular, maybe like once a month or so, is Shroud, just because he's been doing some Rainbow Six Siege lately, and I like Rainbow Six Siege a lot. Probably the most regular person the most popular person I do follow on a truly regular basis is Vine Sauce. But he's like, I don't know, he's got like 10,000 viewers on average, which is a lot for sure. But like, you know, Shroud's got like 35,000. Forson's probably like somewhere like 30, 40, maybe 50,000. So I don't follow the super popular dudes all that often, but I try to at least keep up with what some of them are up to, kind of in a general sense. So, but yeah, so I'm guessing this is from the woman's, I guess, parents. Although it's interesting how it's addressed. It's not addressed to like my loving daughter. It's addressed to the Gibbs. Oh wait, no, this is something else. Okay. Could not honor our last order of grain. And the deaths of our last cattle, right. Oh, okay. Yeah, so the curse of this land was fucking up everybody. Not terribly surprising. As yeah, we pretty much right from the get-go, we have seen evidence that this land has been afflicted. It's been hurting the livestock. It's been hurting the crops. It's been this constant, endless winter that is that's starving everybody. It's awful.
And of all of them, just this one house fell down.
Maybe it was personal.
Was the Gibbs' house targeted by the ooze?
Obviously. Look around you.
That's the thing too. Why did this house collapse? And only this house collapse? This is presumably that ravine that we saw. And at ground level where there was this huge chasm that dropped down. And it swallowed up exactly one house. Just to clarify. Gibbs is... Okay, Amity, right. Okay. So yes, this with the parents. Cool. So... I guess the idea is she kept the family name. Like, she kept the Gibbs family name when she got married. See, the thing we read was that, yeah, the Gibbs... The farm basically had to be closed down. Because times were tough. And like they said, all of her cattle had passed away. It was a bad time. Yeah, so we get to see up close and personal the extent of this gloopy corruption. Nothing else up here. It begs the question then, so what malevolent force or vengeful force specifically targeted the Gibbs family house?
Voices from the past.
Caused it to get swallowed up into the chasm, getting smothered by the goop. Go and grab this totem, by the way. Especially because it sounds like they were victims. It didn't sound like they were doing anything bad themselves. So what caused them to get targeted?
Mr. and Mrs. Gibbs, have you read my paper?
Deborah!
I read it, aye. And then I washed my hands and prayed for grace. You claim to prove that there is no curse. Well...
A witch would say that, wouldn't she?
Wherever people gather to live, disease takes hold, and I believe... What are you doing?
Your evil lies shall be destroyed. We know who you are, and you shall be judged. Witch!
Okay.
They were determined to do for her. She built a case for her rationality, and they tore it apart.
Oh, time to fight something. Oof. So, I mean, almost on cue, I got my answer. Whoop. Almost on cue, I got my answer because it sounds like Deborah, the spirit we saw once before. Very briefly, we know that she was tried for witchcraft. Oh, come on. We know she was tried for witchcraft and executed, presumably. It sounds like these were the people that would have first turned her in. Frustrating given that it sounded like she was appealing for rationality. Like maybe she even had some answers. Maybe she had found some explanation for the curse. And yeah, I guess the people weren't willing to hear it.
Mrs. Gibbs, I presume.
That right there? Good to know. We'll drop down. Actually, can I drop down? No, I cannot. I have to go around, I think. So, by all accounts, it seemed like they were pretty... Oh, yeah. Okay, so that's what this blood blob was. So she dragged her ass. Yeah, all the way this way. Yeah, that's what happened there. Okay. Can I break this down? No, I cannot. Yeah. Yeah, so by all accounts, it seemed like the Gibbs folks were pretty okay. Like they hadn't they were just a victim like everyone else. Yeah, it turns out that they were at least involved with having Deborah tried for witchcraft, and we know that Deborah has been a very vengeful spirit, as we saw with her interactions with Kate. Now, Kate did survive when she managed to get away. But yeah, we saw Deborah previously, and a ghost in this game, a spirit that is vengeful enough, can manifest in some pretty fucked up and violent ways. So it's very well possible that Deborah wanted revenge. Oh no, there's something that dropped over there that I want to grab. I don't know if it's required, or if it's just a nice thing. Can I just jump up this way? No, I can. I have to slide this way.
Another shadow.
What do they want?
I hear him. Thank goodness for the
Something
subtitles.
from manifesting.
In here? Right.
Wards, you're on your own.
It's so warbled and garbled. It's like pretty incomprehensible. Also, this tells me this is the way I need to go. And there's like things I would like to collect, so I'm actually gonna check this other direction first to see if that is an optional path. Yo, Amnesia, what's up, bud? I was actually thinking the same thing, but I was hesitant to make that reference because I was like, no one's gonna know who Barry Gibbs is. Get out of here. That's what I said to myself. I told myself, get out of here. But now that Amnesia, now that you're here, I feel vindicated in wanting to reference the Bee Gees. Actually, it was there was more than one Gibbs, wasn't there? Like, isn't it a band of a few of their brothers? So there probably was more than just Barry, but yeah, I think of Barry Gibbs. There's like 4 of them. I guess they decided that Gibbs wasn't a great band name, so maybe they you know, maybe they took a poll. Maybe they all voted on which one was the better name. The Gibbs. The Gibby boys. The Gibby brothers. Yeah, that was probably the right call. Can't say I blame him. Here comes the uppercut. Oh, he teleported out like a fucking chump. I want to do the cool guy uppercut. Like this. Bam! Knock his ass out. Ouch. If I haven't made it clear, I really like the uppercut, but I don't like it when they teleport away like big old cheaters. One more uppercut for the road. Fuck you! He's dead. One more little path to explore down here. I'll confess, I only really know a few Bee Gees songs, but I know they're one of those bands where, historically speaking, like, you know, in a retrospect, a lot of people are like, oh my god, like 70s cheese, are you kidding me? But I think it's fun. I think it's fun music. Was it 70s cheese? Of course. Of course it was the, like, absolute prototypical goofy southern, like 70s pop, sort of pseudo disco infused stuff that people kind of cringe at. But I think it was fun. Robin, Maurice, there was an Andy. I mean, yeah, there was a lot of cheese in the 70s. There was a lot of cheesiness in the 70s. And I think that's fine, because after the 70s, you know what happened? The motherfucking 80s, which was the
Wards, think you can fend for
the
yourself?
absolute epicenter of cheesy time, cheesy music. And you know what? You know what? Good, because I love 80s music, and I love 70s music, and I love the cheesy shenanigans. This is coming from a person who is lactose intolerant. I don't like to eat cheese, but I love listening to cheese. Which is a strange thing to say, but it is also extremely true. Also, there was some stuff back this way. Yeah, these little pools right here. This is where we've seen the manifestations of ghosts kind of sprout out. It makes me wonder if the goop, if this ooze, this Ivan ooze stuff, if something happens where, like, in the void breaches are where it's kind of like a purgatory. It's where, like, the banished spirits that are unable to rest. Oh yeah, look at this right here, a whole bunch of the goop. The banished spirits that are unable to find rest, once they are banished, that's where they end up.
Try this on for size.
It makes me wonder if something happens, like if they walk through or somehow interact with the goop. Look at this guy. Can I hit it? Huh. If it, like, if some kind of manifestation of them is, like, it remains after they kind of pass through the stuff, and it, like, holds their memories, or, like, a portion of it, and is able to rebuild, like, reconstitute them in some way. Yeah, it makes me wonder if there's just going to be, like, a recurrent theme here, and that we're going to have to find some kind of way to either, like, plug the source of the ooze, like the true source that's obviously somewhere in the breach. I don't know. Don't have any answers just yet.
If you want me back.
But this is clearly a pretty big part of the main story here, this kind of mystery. It's these wards preventing our ghost waifu from hanging out with us, which is not very cool. Preventing our ghost waifu from chilling with us, that's some ghost cock blocking, which I am not here for. Not here in the slightest. So we took out the blocker, but what else can we do about this? It seems like this is kind of the end of the road. Unless there was something that... Oh, there's a jump! Let's see. There's a jump over that way. Okay. Oh, wait. Oh, shit, I didn't even notice this. Okay.
Not to make you angry.
Oh, and now we can get to the corpse. Oh, and of course she's an angry corpse.
Expected no less from you, missus.
She's got her pitchfork and she's not afraid to use it. Punch! Oof.
Great!
I hit her with the old bitch slap. That was pretty satisfying. And punch! I love that move. I love the dash punches. They're so sassy. Love those. That's so cool. Yeah, get mad. Oh, he's a big boy. Oop. You get out of here. Oh, wrong button. And gut punch. Bam. Not a ton of damage, but it made him really mad. Uppercut. And this is a special move I like to call shooting him in the face with a shotgun. Well, it's not a shotgun, but it's a gun. It's a gun. You know, in Dragon Ball Z, they would always call up the name of their super cool anime move before they use them. Yeah, ours is shoot him in the head with a gun. So we got a couple rewards and some remains. Some personal items. Her diary. Well, that's helpful. So she was so Clemency, which is the elder, the mother of the family, I guess. She, of course, did not grant clemency to Deborah when she accused her of being a witch and sent her to her death. But Clemency herself died angry and vengeful. So everyone's pissed off. Fled from their homes, yeah. We have room for all in the Harrows. I'm a little bit surprised that they were okay to call their cool new living space the Harrows. I mean, I don't know, bro. I think about, like, in Diablo 2, this came up all the time. In Diablo 2, you'd be like, alright, cool. Our next area to investigate is the Black Marshes. Or the Dead Plains. Or the murder zones. There isn't one of those, necessarily. But you know, they call these places, they give these places very, very brooding and very menacing sounding names, and then they get surprised when something bad happens. So like, wow, who fucking knew that the Torment Nexus lands were cursed with demons and undead? Like, who would have guessed? They didn't name these places Pleasantville. They all have just vaguely angry and unpleasant sounding names. It's almost like they were just getting set up for failure. Yeah, what is in Diablo 2? The Cold Plains. I guess the Stony Fields isn't too bad, but like, yeah, the Cold Plains, the Black Marshes, the Flared Jungle, the Flared Jungle. Come on, of course that's gonna be filled with little fucking demon lads. Anyway, so we got our journal. There's some mold on the wall. I'll scrape it off. Is that all it was? Was it just mold? I don't know, bro. It's black and it oozes. Right, it was not just regular mold. It's this gloopy stuff we've been seeing. Crops are failing. So she says it's not environmental. She says no, it's their weak-hearted souls. Their unworthy, unchristian souls have brought this ruin to the land. Yeah. I'm actually kind of surprised. This is the first time we've heard mention of this supposed mold, of this gloopy stuff. It's almost, I almost wonder if some of the villagers didn't want to talk about it. If they're thinking like, oh shit, if it's like, if they're worried that by talking about it, it like makes it more powerful or something. Bleeds from every orifice you'd care to mention, and maybe some you would not. Oh, it's saying if you're sick from it. Right, okay. Like 7 years ago, the previous plague. Right, they did mention that. That's a good point, too. Why'd the plague go away? Why did the plague go away temporarily and then come back? I pray that it will grant me and my loyal and moderately capable husband. Antipas? Antipas? It's an interesting name. I could only dream of my wife having such glowing entries about me in her diary if she were to keep a diary. My loyal and mediocrely capable husband, Alex. And she says, right, the governor used to practice demonology. He used to be a demonologist. Practice demonology. His boy put a pagan totem. Right, well, they're ghost wards. I tore it down, right, yeah. Haskell throws something into the well. Oh, no, that's interesting. That's a new one.
Blamed the epidemic on a witch. Come from New Eden time with the governor.
That's not what the woman they accused was saying.
The Gibbs are not at home to rational explanations.
The note about the governor throwing something. Oh wait, no, I think I actually do need to climb up this way. The governor Haskell throwing something into the well. That's an interesting development. There's a jump somewhere. Here it is. Is that enough? It seems like it's pretty light. It's a pretty small jump.
Here's our way.
Can't see it. Where?
I hear him, but I don't see him anywhere. So I have a jump that away. I am curious. It indicates there's a jump this way, but it looks like teensy, like a little baby jump for babies.
Could be near.
Yeah.
This one is incomplete.
Yeah, it's incomplete. So we do a little jumpy boy over this way then. Woo! It's awfully convenient she has that ability, and that it happens to be usable in very specific circumstances where it's necessary. All this gloopy stuff, man. I feel a little bad. I keep referencing like Diablo 1 and 2, but like this is a scene straight out of those games. And I think it's why I like this game so much, is that the setting reminds me of those kinds of games that I like so much. You know, the like cursed barren forests and endless like unforgiving winters and that kind of thing. That's like a horror
See anything?
setting that I really
The
respond
water
well
table
to.
is full of ooze, or there's another source.
Let's search upstream.
Like my favorite horror movie ever. And well, I'm not exactly a horror movie connoisseur, but the horror movie that is my favorite is The Witch. And part of it is because it takes place so much in a cursed forest where everything is going wrong and everything's fucked up. Like I really like that kind of setting for video games and for horror movies. I love that shit. And it's because I've, grown up around, wooded areas, so it's like I don't want to experience something like that, but it is familiar to me. We got White Flare in the house, by the way. What's up, White Flare? It is good to see you, my friend. We're playing some more Banishers, Ghosts of New Eden, and I'm waxing poetic about how much I love this game. So if you were thinking to yourself, thank goodness I get to watch Alex play a video game, and he's not gonna be romantically spouting off about how much he loves the game, because I hate it when Alex talks about how much he likes something. Also, I got a kitty cat. And also, I hate cats, is what you might think to yourself. Then this is the worst stream for you ever. If there's anybody who says, wow, I hate it when Alex plays games he likes, and I hate kitty cats, oh, this is gonna be a rough stream for you, bro. Sorry. Also, we can hear the entity. I like how we just call it entity. But it's clearly some implementation of Charles's spirit. It's like some attempt at mimicking it in some way. This guy's gonna shoot some projectiles at me, and I'm gonna say, no thank you. Get him out of here. And then I'll shoot him in the face. I still love that just turning around and shooting a bad guy in the face with a gun is an extremely viable option in this video game. Also, there's an altar. You know what? Is there a map for this area? It's sort of. There sort of is a map, but I guess that's the thing. It's all underground. That explains why we could never see this earlier. It even says underground location. Yeah, I wondered that because I remember looking for this thing and I couldn't find it anywhere. It's because it's been underground this whole damn time. And before we discovered this part of the map, I didn't realize... when they said underground, I was like, oh, there's like a cave somewhere, like a little baby cave. I didn't realize how underground they meant. This is very underground.
Elusive little buggers.
So that right there, that thing walking... He's already dissolved. But that thing walking was this whatever this gloop is, it's able to manifest the forms of spirits in some way. Also, this tells me that there is, well, I can break this obviously. It tells me that there is a totem nearby. Like how Shayna jumped in my lap for all of 5 seconds and she was like, I'm out of here. Later, nerds. Uppercut. Oh, what? I was supposed to try. I want to target you with the uppercut, not this guy. Fuck this guy. He's got a gun. Ouch. Here comes the uppercut. Bam. Fuck you. He's dead.
Standing by.
Okay, not too bad. Now, we killed the Bone Walker. We killed the zombie corpse thing, but I mean, he could always be manifested in some way if he so chose. Now this altar right here gives, I think this one is for red. I think it gives him a boost to his HP. Which is pretty cool. Although, it's weird, you find this little altar with little nice plants going out of it and whatnot, and you hold, there's whoop, wrong button. Right. There's little witch carvings, little runes carved into the side of it. You hold your hand up, you hear the whispers of the spirits enter into your brain, and suddenly you feel healthier. Surely there was no downside for this, right? Surely there was nothing. There was no cost for this, right? I didn't just like shave off a couple sections of my soul so I could gain this power, was there? Yeah, surely not. Surely these things are for free, right? There's no downside. Don't mind the fact that the music is starting to swell with ominous undertones. Nah, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Oh, look at that upside down tree. That's fucked up. That's also very ominous. Now the gloop, we can walk through it as red, but it's really weird because you can't sprint. And every time you do, red's like, oh, he will say, I don't like this. Oh shit, there they are. You can see it. Oh shit. I went to look at them. Auntie, I can move through them freely.
Don't step in that. I mean it.
I'll find a way around then.
Looking at us. Is it Charles or is it someone else? I don't remember him having a big hat like that. But the voice sounds like Charles Davenport. The person that mentored our Banishers and also the dude that was the first spirit we got to interact with in the game. I can't go underneath there, at least not right now. They're just watching us. And the tree is it growing out of the rock? That's something. Huh. Actually, can I go through here? Oh, I can. Okay.
Wards cannot manifest.
I'm sure it's gonna work that way. Looking for the ghost ward. Oh.
Sorry.
Oh, right. So I need her to break this rock. But there's a ghost ward preventing her from doing so. The good news is that this area is very dark. And usually that'd be a kind of a downside here, but
Shadows speaking.
They always appear near the ooze.
but it means the wards are a little bit easier to see.
Which came first?
Because they kind of give off a glow. You could even say it glows. Is there a rope we could shoot? Possibly. Usually if there's like... Because, yeah, I saw it too. Oh, there it is. There it is. What I was about to say is that usually when you see a rope like this, you can try to shoot the rope proper, but obviously it kind of goes right through. But what you can do is look for these kinds of mechanisms. These like little locking mechanisms. You shoot that puppy, then you're off to the races right there, baby. So yeah, that was very much the key. I can drop down here, but not before I grab a couple things for the road. So yeah, usually you see a rope. If that little breakable locking mechanism isn't visible, usually it's like, all right, I gotta get a different view. Now, we did not get an answer on the ghost ward, but that's fine. Yeah, we need that angle. That's exactly it.
Say the same things over and over.
What kind of entity would be so obsessed?
I don't know. I'm drawing a blank.
That's the question, though. Is it an obsession, or is it that it's like been exposed to this one memory and that's all it knows, so it just plays and repeat? But the memory, the things it's saying, the entity, seem to be relating to the things that would have been said to Deborah before her execution. The kind of thing that is said, presumably to a presumed witch, to a presumed devil worshipper before they are vanquished, basically. Like that's what I think of when I hear these kinds of things that the fella is saying. Also, I really do appreciate the juxtaposition of like trees growing upside down in this area. Kind of a visualization of like nature and like how things normally are kind of flipped upside down, ghosts, angry or like at least upset spirits being manifested by this like fucked up cursed liquid. It just kind of shows like, yeah, we're in this weird backwards area right now where things don't make sense. Yeah, that guy just watching, but I can't shoot him. Can't shoot him. The game incentivizes me not to. So a bunch more of the gloops. Bunch more of the gloopies. Take pains not to step in it if I can help it. This person is going to turn into a... Whoop, wrong button.
Watch out. Spectre possession.
Oh, I was hoping I could stop him. Okay, so I can freely step over the water that's been inflicted. That's not an issue.
I have another in sight.
Oh, look at that. That's convenient. There we go. That worked out extremely well.
Look to me.
Uppercut. Bam. So this water's fine. We'll inspect that in a second, but that, like, obviously not all of it's fucked up. I don't know if it's a good idea to be taking these seashore candles that are clearly growing out of the corrupted water. I don't know if I'd be so willing to cook with that stuff, you know? It seems like it'd be a little bit not great. And this is where we came from, of course. Out of curiosity. Okay, just a dead person's money. Or resources in this case. Alright, so we'll check that in a second. Let's go ahead and take a look at this real quick. Beekeeper. It was fun, though. That's good. I don't think I know about this one, actually. Is it relatively new? I love that word, schlocky. That's a good word. It knew what it was meant to be. That's fair. You know, it didn't overreach. I respect it.
This looks perfectly drinkable.
Famous last words.
Why hasn't the poison spread to the groundwater?
Perhaps it shifts and shapes, like the void. Well, at the very least, it shifts. Looks like the ooze comes from a distinct source.
I was gonna say, I feel like I've seen a few hanging items. There might have been maybe one or two that I missed. Those little like item caches that you can kind of see from afar, but that's okay. Doesn't have to be a 100% run. Let's keep going though, because that is clearly the next step. Gonna blow that shit up real quick. Okay, so yeah, it came out this year.
Impressive.
I like how you phrased that, Aleph. Yeah, the movie knew exactly what it was meant to be. Sometimes you get a really goofy, seemingly brain dead, or at least brain absent action movie, and yeah, you know, it's easy to shit on that and be like, oh, this is a dumb action movie, but I don't know. Like, Gracie was watching something the other day, what was it? 90 Day Fiancé, I think, is what it is on Netflix. And she was like a little bit embarrassed that she was watching it. Like, I came upstairs, I was like, oh, what are you watching? She was like, oh, it's so trashy. But she was like, I don't know, sometimes she was like embarrassed, but at the same time she was like, I don't know, it's fun, like it's okay. And I was like, I'm not gonna judge. Like, you know, we all need some junk food sometimes. Not everything we watch has to be an overly cerebral documentary that's a commentary on the horrors of your life. Sometimes we just gotta turn our brains off, have a good ass time, and say fuck it, right? You know, sometimes that's okay. Like, you know, if that's all someone watches, or if somebody only eats fast food, they're gonna have a not good time. If they only watch fucking, you know, garbage reality TV, then yeah, they might start to do some psychic damage after a while, but it's fine. I'm not gonna judge. So yeah, same thing. Like, you know, a goofy ass action movie, fuck it, who cares? You only live once, baby. Enjoy the schlock. I say lean into it. What I'm wondering is, how do I get to this fella? I want to get down there so I can get the goods. I think I need to... I think I drop this way. And then I circle back around. I think that's how it's going to go. Oh, but we couldn't earlier. We ever see the ghost word? Let's find out. Let's find out. Maybe I can do it now.
Red, I can't...
Yeah, there's a ghost ward somewhere. And that's right. I need to get through here. So where is that ward? Oh, there it is. That's well hidden. Well, it's well hidden until you look up, obviously, but it was not in a place I was expecting.
Shall we?
Was made well for the budget, good choreography. That's plenty. Like, if it's gonna be a dumb action movie, make it a fun and well-made action movie with good you know, action, good choreography, like you said, make it convincing. Jason Statham, he is the action guy, so yeah. Yeah, I'm all about it. I would be kind of curious. Like, I truly do not know what his acumen is like as an actor. Like, as a, you know, an actor. So I would, there's a part of me that would be a little bit curious to see him in, like, a dramatic role. You know, when I think of Jason Statham, I think intense Australian accent with a permanent, like, kind of scowl, kind of, like, vaguely pissed off look. And I think of him beating the shit out of people, which is very fun, and he's good at that. But yeah, I'd also be curious, like, yeah, what does he have range? And I don't know, you know, if I'm a director, if I'm a casting specialist, and I'm looking for somebody for a dramatic role, I'm probably not going to consider Jason Statham as being like the top dog. But you know, if Homeboy's, you know, doing auditions, maybe he's one to, you know, look around. Or, you know what, maybe he's saying, you know what, this action movie money is doing great. Why rock the boat? Oh, British? Oh, okay, yeah. It's probably evident I haven't seen a Jason Statham movie in a long time. But yeah, but like, you know what I mean, though. Like, intense accent. Maybe not intense accent, but well, that's the thing, too. He's not known for having a lot of dialogue in his movies. I'm trying to think of a good example of, like, an actor that makes that jump from, like, strictly comedy or strictly action to drama. You know, I'll say it. Adam Sandler, Uncut Gems, is a really good example of that, where not a ton of us in 2024, the year of our Lord, or actually, no, I guess Uncut Gems came out a couple years ago, one or 2 years ago, but in a general sense, you know, 5 years ago, not a lot of us would have said, oh yeah, Adam Sandler has good dramatic acting chops. What do we think of when we think Adam Sandler? We think of the goofy comedy movies from yesteryear, which were fun. You know, I'll say it, they were fun movies.
Country is rotten to the core.
And you're just now reaching this conclusion.
If I wanted your opinion, I'd give it to you.
Perhaps if you gave me the space to have one, then we'd both be better off.
Oh, lovers quarrels right now. But anyway, no, I think that's a good example where he actually does a good job in that movie. And, you know, I think he's directed a bunch of movies too, so, you know, he's got some range. He's got some range. We got Alias in the house. Yo, we got Unstable popping in. We got Alias, man. Thank you, dude. That's super nice, buddy. Thank you, my friend. We are playing more of the cool, spooky, sort of ghost hunter, sort of ghost busting game that we were playing last time. This is Banishers, Ghosts of New Eden. We're essentially playing the equivalent of Ghostbusters.
Where is it?
From the 1690s, from the 17th century. Yeah, but yeah, that's exactly it, Aleph. Tom Hanks started as a comedian. I did not know that, actually. That's pretty cool. Some Mario Party? Oh my god, Alias, are you reading my mind? Of course, I would love to do Mario Party, yeah. Especially if you had an idea for, like, specific Mario Party game. And what in the world? Who is this? Who is this individual? Is this Frankie? Frankie, my goodness, that's so nice. Thank you, my friend. Man, yo, shoutouts to Alias, hit us with the raid, and then Frankie coming in hot as well. Thank you, my goodness, that's so nice. We were playing some Banishers, Ghosts of New Eden. This game is awesome, and it's my first time playing it. It's, like I said earlier, it's kind of like Ghostbusters, but in the 1690s. The basic gist is that we're right now investigating the source of this gloop. There's this mysterious gloopy stuff that we suspect is the source of basically everything bad happening in this area, like happening in this town. But like, where's it coming from? We found the gloop, but what does it mean? Thank you, my friends. Thank you very much to Alias and Frank. Let's do some shoutouts for our homies. See what everybody was up to. That's super nice, man. So yeah, so that's right. Yeah, Alias pops in, and then Frankie got like, he was like a heat-seeking missile. Alias popped in here. He said, "All right, we're repositioning to hit Super Hobbit." Appreciate you guys. Thank you very much. Yeah, I do love me some Mario Party. I'm one of those disgusting. I'm one of those disgusting fucking bottom dweller Mario Party 1 enjoyers. If you as a kid, or when you were growing up, your parents probably warned you. Now listen, there are these degenerates out there that like Mario Party 1. Terrible, horrible people. I'm here to dispel those myths. Actually, no, I'm not. No, I'm here to tell you everything you've heard about Mario Party 1 fans is correct. All the bad things you've heard about us is 100% correct. We're terrible people. I love how deranged and unhinged Mario Party 1 is, and how unbalanced it is. I love it. I love Mario Party 1. So, but really, I like all of them. I've played 1 through 4 a lot, and then I've played a bit of 6, a bit of 10, and a bit of Super Mario Party. So not the original ones are the ones I know the best. That's good stuff, though, man. That's good. That's really good stuff. I see Alias was doing some. What was he doing? Let me scroll up here. Mosa Lena. I've never heard of that one. You were playing something else, or you were doing Tiny Rogues earlier when I was lurking. But Mosa Lena, I've never heard of. That was not a noise I was expecting. I think there's like squirrels. I think I just heard like a squirrel outside the house fighting something. I just heard this like little high pitched like little gremlin noise. I was like, was that coming from the game? What the hell? Oh, that was bizarre. I don't think the microphone picked it up. It like sounded that way, and this is an outside wall right here, so it's like it was surely something outside. Some squirrels wrestling at 10:30 p.m. on a Sunday. You know how it is. Yeah. Yeah, Frankie coming to the raid doing some... Oh, so it was the Insane Edition Plus challenge. I gotta know, what's the Insane Edition Plus? No arms, no legs. Oh my god. How'd that go, Frankie? I'm gonna guess you nailed it first try. I'm gonna guess you got that shit first try, easy peasy. The oldies are the goodies, yeah. I love the old ones, man. That's my favorite. But like I said, I'm down for motion controls. I'm a self-described slut for Mario Party. You bodied everything? Hell yeah, baby. That's what I like to hear. One of my mods is constantly dogging on me. Alex, you gotta play Kenshi. Because I love RimWorld. I love Noita. I love all these games that are all about, random tomfoolery. And I do own Kenshi. I just haven't played it yet. It is very much on my short list, and well, as a hobbit, everything's a short list. When you're 5'3" like I am, everything is a short list. Every list is a short list. But yeah, Kenshi is absolutely on the list, and knowing that there's goofy ass challenges does not surprise me, but it does make me want to get into it more. Yeah, mostly, I've never heard of that before. It's easier to get into. RimWorld was good for me because the best way to learn RimWorld was to watch other people learn RimWorld. Not to say watch people that are experienced with it, but watch people struggle through it, because then you're like learning with them, and that worked out well for me. I would probably do something similar with Kenshi. I would there'd be a good bit of it I would jump into blind, but I would probably do like a little bit of like watching a newbie do it and kind of see how they manage. Skill, mostly luck. Nah, Frankie. It was all skill. Just lean into it, baby. We just say, nah, that was all planned. We got Quan in the house. What's up, bud? Haven't played in a minute, White Flare. You've played it more recently than I have, though. So lucky. Still counts, man. It still counts. It's like a roguelike immersive sim. Interesting. I do love me a good immersive sim.
Someone came through here. Someone real, not just a shadow.
Oh, the footprints. I didn't even notice that. I thought we were looking at the backpack. But yes, the footprints. The footprints would not have been left by a spirit. Got some guides? Yes. That's perfect, actually, Frankie. Yeah. Kenshi Wizard? Perfect. Yeah, I love it. I love this kind of stuff. Something to help a newbie like myself. Yeah, Kenshi is absolutely a game that I owe it to myself to get into. Oh, I can't reference our ghost wife. She's over there. So that means I have to kind of walk through the gloop to be able to reach this stuff.
Whoever it was,
We're investigating the
it's like
source
you've got 'em.
of this
What do you think,
ooze.
You wanted the space to have your own opinion. I'm giving it to you.
There was a bit of a lover's quarrel. So the story behind this is that these two individuals are ghost hunters, banishers, whatever you want to call it. Except one of them got killed. Our ghost waifu, she got killed by an extremely powerful ghost that we're working towards vanquishing. And we've been able to like reconnect with her spirit, and it's sort of a consensual haunting, sort of. The only downside is that, you know, you got your ghost wife in your head at all times, so you know there will be moments of disagreements at times. So it's inevitable. If you're hearing this clicking noise, it's because you can move freely through the group when you're controlling Antea, but when you're controlling Red, he has to like kind of trudge through it, all grody like. Let me get the goods. See what happened with this guy. So he turned into a bone walker.
Hell of a fall to live through. Join in any time, Antea.
What do you think I'm doing?
Actually, where is she? Stuck. Oh, there she is. So yeah, then I can switch back to her. Oh, this. What's this? Something else was hidden. So we're kind of investigating. We're kind of doing some
This is God's land.
mystery investigation.
Which come to our community, instructing our children, no less.
'Tis no surprise. New Eden brims over with backsliders. The governor, chief amongst them.
Aye, many had to sicken and die for him to act. But the deed is not yet done.
We must fight the Lord's good fight and cast the devil out for good. Many want to try the witch, aye, and many want to see her dead.
Oh, time to fight some stuff apparently. Oh, this is a new enemy. We've never seen this before. It's like a gloop ghost, and they get murdered all the same. The downside is that Red does more damage to the ghosts,
Ready and waiting.
but Antea's the only one that moves freely through the stuffs. Yeah, so we gotta fight him too. Oh, and yes, thank you, Alias. Actually, that's perfect that you would mention this, because I meant to mention this earlier, especially to Frankie, because whenever somebody raids me, as Alias knows, whenever someone raids me, I always love to ask for clips, so I can see kind of what kind of shenanigans folks were up to. Especially if it's a recent clip, but it doesn't have to be recent, just so I can get like a little preview of what your content's like. So yeah, Frankie and Alias, if you got any sort of clip you want to share, anything fun you want to show off from a recent stream, could have been from tonight, could have been from a year ago, it's all perfectly good.
Those things came from the ooze. They're like those oriental shapeshifters we fought in Bremen.
Obake liquefy. This is something else. The ooze reacted to our presence.
Look at the hat. Just notice that. The fact that the elder Gib, the elder Gibbs, what was his first name? Antiphas? Odd first name. Although there's a guy in the current colony whose first name is Lamentation. They call him Lammy, but his name is Lamentation Haskell. Which is, I guess that's just the thing you did in the 1690s. You just name people fucked up things. But anyway, the fact that guy, yeah, I guess he presumed survived the fall. Can we see his house from here? He survived falling through the, I mean, you see these like gaping chasms here. I think his house is over this way. He survived that and made it this far, but yeah, like they said, he walked into the ooze and didn't make it out, I guess. But thank you, Frankie. Yeah, it is getting kind of late, especially for some other time zones, so I do appreciate you guys hanging out with us. Very, very generous. That was awesome, man. Guy's hat's still here, by the way. Yeah. And the zombie, what are they called? The ghost, the bone walker. The bone walker we fought also had a hat on. We were able to vanquish him for now. Got a rest station over there whenever you see those those little torch areas. That usually means that there is like a little rest stop coming in hot, which is good.
Was so angry. Pure entitled bigotry.
Maybe they were affected by the ooze. I mean, we've been snapping at each other since we got here. Something's toying with us.
I think they made the ooze. I don't think the ooze made them.
That's an interesting theory because, yeah, at first it seemed like the Gibbs weren't necessarily like they hadn't done anything wrong because they were being afflicted by the curse of the land. You know, their farm was going under. Like, you know, clearly they were victims. But yeah, the fact that they were, you know, very much spiteful and angry people. You know, they were the first ones to throw Deborah under the bus and accuse her of witchcraft. Obviously, it ended in her getting executed. And it sounded like they were just generally hateful towards everyone around them, like hateful and judgmental. I don't know if like that level of hatred and judgment and, you know, unpleasantness would be enough to cause this gloopy, oozy stuff to manifest. But yeah, it's still plenty of mysteries abound. Time for dinner times. That sounds good, bud.
This place more thoroughly.
Oh, but I want to rest. Okay, so we have an invisible wall saying we got to explore more, or it's time to go.
This is the source. How do we get to it?
Really? You think that little blob egg is the source of the corruption, or the source of the gloop? I mean, maybe it's maybe he meant this. Maybe he meant it's all like oozing out from this kind of part here. Yeah, that's probably it. But we have these entities, these kind of manifestations that are still sprouting out. Can't jump down that way. Do I now go through the little rest area, maybe? Yes, that's exactly what I do. That's actually the first time I've ever seen the game
Should we need a moment's peace?
say that, like when we try to go through like an open area, they just hard wall us with an invisible wall saying, no, you have to keep exploring. I've never seen the game do that before. Usually it's a little bit more creative and there's like some other kind of barrier preventing us, like a physical barrier and not just an invisible wall. More footsteps, by the way. Here, let's go ahead and light the fire so we can see a little bit better. By the way, see Aleph with the water, the hydration redemption earlier. Just noticed that. So we can go ahead and rest here. I don't think we don't actually need to rest. I will see if there's any leveling things we can do. I don't think we have anything to spend this on right now. Because we've used all the skill points that we can. We have no slots for skill points right now. And we haven't done any major like fights or anything, so we don't have any new things to invest into for like scourge accretions. We only have the one nest silt. So I could bring this second highest level, but it would still come up short. Because that's what this one's at. This one's at, yeah, we just need those elite gems. So it would ultimately be just more vitality and less dexterity. I don't know if that's worth it, honestly. So nothing else really jumps out as far as things I could level into. Can't level that one. And with these, could level this guy. What would I get out of it? I would get, I just have the one nest, so I don't think it's worth it. Especially this is tier 5, so kind of a hard bargain, hard argument. As above, so below. I feel like I don't use the leap ability all that often. Although that is a pretty cheap upgrade. We only have the one void splinter. Yeah, same kind of thing there. Like, is it worth it? It would bring it up to the same level as this guy. And what do I need to level this one? I do one more nest silt. So that would mean same damage, same punch damage, but less strength. Yeah, I'll stick with that one. Amulet, probably same thing here. Could level this one. Wisdom, Wrath, Persistence. I like that one a little bit better. Or even keeled. Cannot fast travel right now because we have no way out. We are committed to this area for the time being. Because we have no way out of here. So clearly, if we want to get to that source...
This is the condemned well. Do you think you could get that bucket down?
Oh. Oh yeah, you can even see where they kind of boarded it off. And, I mean, they weren't wrong to say that, yeah, the water here is not good. I wonder if it even looked fucked up when they were bringing the water up. If they looked at it and they were like, oh, why is this water red and has tentacles sprouting out of it and smells of sulfur? That's probably fine. That's awfully convenient. Are we going to use that to jump across? Very convenient.
I sense the vivid echo of a ghost's memory.
Of a ghost memory, not a goat's memory. Something over there. They said that once they sealed off the well, there were still problems. They were like, that wasn't it. There was more problems. Oh, we just have to...
Clings to this place.
Okay, let's see what memories we can glean from it then. We can see it.
Still breathes to her mouth. We are cursed, and you are stalling.
Clemency, Antipas, please. The woman has been jailed. As per custom, she will face trial and justice will be brought.
That's Deborah. Most clearly.
Coming from a magic user himself. But can you or your demonologist discernment really be trusted?
Dare you insinuate such blasphemy? I'm a man of faith.
That's the young Haskell.
Then do what God commands of you. Governor, we ask for safety. If we do not get it, there will be consequences.
Awfully ominous. Divination and cleromancy. Now, and these were on the governor's desk. These, I guess, are demonologist tools.
The governor used Urim and Thummim, and that made his flock suspicious.
Divination stones. He must have thrown them down the well when he sealed it. But why now?
Is he hiding evidence? I don't know. I legit don't know.
The Earth took the Gibbs house. Perhaps he thought he was a target too. The Gibbs had a hand in rigging the witch trial, but he was the one who sealed it.
That echo proves that things were getting out of hand. For his son's safety and his own, Haskell must have feared the suspicious mob.
I guess that's one thing I'm still not 100% sure about. It sounds like they had seen there is at some point evidence or mentions that the Gibbs were like the linchpin in getting Deborah tried for witchcraft and executed for witchcraft. I mean, they were obviously the one that turned her in, and we're like, oh yeah, absolutely, yeah. She was practicing witchcraft. I seen it, and she was like, no, I'm denying it, but I guess it was her word against theirs, and theirs were the ones that won. We see into the stuff. There's got to be a boss battle or something in such an open and level arena, like a fighting arena. There's got to be something we're gonna be fighting. I'm guessing it's gonna be another Scourge. It might even be the same flavor of Scourge, but it'd be nice if it was something different. It's not like we've done a lot of that same kind of Scourge fight. It'd be nice if it was a new flavor. But yeah, it's kind of what I'm expecting. Yeah, the divination stones. That doesn't sound bad necessarily, but the idea that he was hoping that would do something when clearly it was a drop in the ocean, a drop in the bucket as far as being able to solve anything. Because, yeah, well, that's the thing, too. Somebody said they saw evidence of him dropping something in the well. That would have been the Gibbs that said that. He said that was fairly recently, so I guess the Gibbs house getting swallowed up was also fairly recent. What is this? There's something in it. Something like sprouting out of it. Is it a like a twig? Like a tree sprouting out, maybe? A sproutling? Or a feather? It's a feather.
Oh, this can't be good.
Okay. It was not a good sign. He's correct. I keep thinking Ivan Ooze from the Power Rangers movie. Except a little bit more sinister. Oh, it's the Gibbs. That was Antipas. Oh my god, there's the governor. Oh, that was him signing the execution writ. Yeah, this was like reenacting her trial, the witch trial.
Who are you?
If we speak, so you listen?
Instead, you embrace one. The charges. Cowardice, overrated, deception. Verdict. Guilty. The sentence. Pain hereafter.
So it's like a, yeah, the Iniquitous Court.
I only seek the truth.
Say, waiting for things to start popping in. Oof, trying to get out of this goop. We're not damaging anything yet. Oh, red shadow. Yo, this is some this is unexpected.
What the hell just came out of that shadow?
It's working. Keep at it.
Oop. Oh, he's got a really good AoE on that one. This is some Zelda 2 kind of vibe. Not shooting, but fighting Dark Link.
That shadow's got.
Oh, he gets healed by it. Oh, he's got guns too.
Shadow.
He's getting healed a whole bunch.
Bloody hell, that stings.
This is actually pretty weird, trying to get around. Yeah, let's keep him from getting healed up here. It's weird kind of trying to navigate all this because of the
I'm right here, you know.
Oh, the gloop, it really hurts your movement abilities here. Uppercut, bam. I did stun him.
Let me end it.
Oof. Actually, I want to hit the other guy with that as well. Or instead. Oh, come on, he's so low. He's got like no HP. Come on, bro. Oh, I don't think you can kill him outright. I keep getting him fairly low. Oh, there we go, there we go. Where's the action button? Hello? There we go. Plunge it into his chest. So one got dropped.
I never wanted this. I hate.
I wonder if how you answer has some kind of makes some kind of difference here. and how the fight starts, how the fight continues, rather. It doesn't have to be Antea, by the way. Especially because there are times where you'll have to switch out because, you know, we're losing... Oh, that was actually good. Since we lose some of that momentum. As we continue with Antea, like her health kind of goes down and only gets back... It only gets reserved, or replenished, rather, by fighting as red for a little bit. I really appreciate that it consistently knocks him on her ass.
Yeah? Well, I rebuke his.
That's extremely satisfying. That was a lot faster that time. Banish him all the same. It's so interesting, the idea of having this like under the guise of a witch trial. It's like this is some sort of bastardized reimagining, or like just like emotional. It's like an emotional manifestation of the witch trial that that Deborah would have experienced. We gotta find them both now.
Still we fight this curse.
What more do you want from us?
That was interesting. He did the charge attack rise, I did mine. Those AoEs are not helping at all.
There's a tough one.
Oh shit, I was trying to reload my gun. My gat. Yeah, that AoE is rough. I feel like I should be focusing one. Let's see, I'll definitely be taking that guy out. Yeah, let's go ahead and focus this guy. He's got that ranged attack, which is not helping us at all. Yo, that killed the shit out of them both. Holy crap.
I think this one is mine.
Come on. Alright, so this one is knocked down. Is that it? Is that the whole fight? I do appreciate the Dark Link kind of thing. That's always really cool. But I won the fight. What do you mean? Unless that's like admission that they were wrong. That they're the guilty. It's probably not going to be that simple. Did that disperse the gloop? Was it that easy? No way. It's kind of congealing, more or less. Oh, it's withering away. All right. I don't know. It seems a little bit too easy that besting the evil spirits in combat resolves all of it. Like, nah, there's something more that needs to be done usually. We got a bunch of stuff. We got his quill.
Can we please get out of here?
Now, will this be enough to confront Governor Haskell? So at the end of the previous chapter, Deborah was a prominent feature only at the very, very end. Whereas in this chapter, Deborah's trial for witchcraft and subsequent execution was a significant portion of the storytelling here. And yet, we haven't really gotten to interact with her spirit at all. Is it possible, then, that Deborah's spirit is, like, formed the nightmare? And like, is the linchpin in all this? Is it possible that Deborah's mistreatment and suspicion and trial and execution, if all of that kind of spawned the horrors that took place in this game? I think the answer is no, because the curse would have started before Deborah was executed. It's not like everything was good until she was executed. Part of her being accused of being a witch is that things were so bad, everybody was looking for like an obvious explanation. They wanted a scapegoat, and they found it with a witch trial execution.
That was awful. This trial, it was as if Deborah wanted us to face what she had faced.
Yeah, so it's like...
But all I feel is beaten.
judged.
I feel judged. Like I'll never be understood again. Justice miscarried here.
Of course. That's it. I know what that was. Such spectre of injustice has a name. The mythical infamy. I've only read about them. They're so rare, most think them a myth.
Ignorance caused this. A raging epidemic drove them out of their minds. Unable to look within, they pointed the finger.
And so a terrible ghost was born, and sickness piled on sickness. Haskell has so much to answer for.
Well, it's good that we like have a name for this kind of thing. And yeah, that's exactly what it was. This whole, they called it what, infamy? If this infamy spirit or like energy was manifested, yeah, from Deborah's witch trial, then that does answer some questions. And I guess, yeah, I guess that's the entirety of what the gloop was. So I guess that poisoning of the land happened after Deborah's execution. But again, it doesn't answer the question of like the curses that were happening before she was executed. So she's probably not the source of everything, but she at least explains what was happening in this town specifically. So, you know, we're not getting all the answers, but we're solving some of the mysteries at least. Also, the survivors were heading towards the beach. The survivors we're looking for, and I have a feeling we're probably not going to find anything. Well, we're going to find evidence, but we're not going to find anybody alive. I don't expect to actually find survivors here, but we're looking for evidence of where did they go next. And I was actually hoping there'd be something fairly obvious here. Because yeah, we were told to head towards the beach. Head towards the bay area and see what we could find. Now, the other thing too is that Lammy is still back in the Void Breach, unless he found some way to escape. And of course, us clearing the source of the ooze, clearing the source of the what's it called? The infamy, means that it's probably safe for him to leave. So he'll probably be able to leave on his own. So that's at least helped along by what we've been doing here. I guess this is the first time we've actually been able to traverse this part of the map.
Up something spectral nearby.
Something spectral. Not special, but spectral. Something over here. Here we go. It makes me wonder then how the confrontation with Governor Haskell is going to be. Did he truly believe Deborah was practicing witchcraft, or was he just looking for like something, like, you know, something to assuage the, you know, like a scapegoat, you know, something to assuage the commoners, while he hoped to find, like, to buy more time to find like the true source of the corruption. Like, what was he expecting? Obviously, did he, like, if he believed that she was the source of evil, I guess that's one thing, but I have a feeling he didn't believe it. And that he knew she was not the source of it, but just went along with it out of convenience. So I'll be curious to hear his explanation, because I have a feeling... he was not down for this. I have a feeling that he was very well aware that Deborah was innocent, but knowingly executed her regardless. But again, I just think to myself, like, what was the game plan, though? That wasn't going to solve anything. It was going to kill an innocent person, and it was going to make matters worse. So, what did you think was going to happen, bro? My bro and my guy? We can take the elevator shaft eventually, but we don't have the mechanism to utilize it yet. There's that one wall we can climb up. Also, I expected a combat thing to start up here because I see all these zombified bodies. Which means that's the thing where specters like to prop up. I see these kinds of shipwreck situations here. I'm like looking for... Yeah, is there anything I can get out of this? Is there anything I can loot? Can't actually go down there. Can't break that. I can only break, like, moldy driftwood boxes and barrels. That's all I can vanquish. I can't destroy healthy boxes. Healthy and physically capable boxes. Can't do that. So we got some resources then, some crafting resources. But again, yeah, no evidence of the survivors. In fact, I think if I check the map, it'll even be on the map somewhere, right? Oh, I guess I'm full of shit. Oh, it's over here. Oh, okay. So not that beach, a different beach. Yeah, they said head towards the beach, and the camera kind of pointed generally southwards, but I guess I'm more southeast than I thought I was. Never mind. Yeah, it's a different beach. And now I get to fight some things. Yes, there we go. That's more what I was expecting. Punch! It's gonna do this whole fight as Antea. Oh, she's mad. Ouch. I like the one where I just fucking knock them on their ass. That's my favorite one so far. Get out of here. He's a big boy. And dick punch. It kind of was right in the dick. That was satisfying. Oh, this guy. Look at this guy. There we go. It says you're done, son. We taking that. Yeah, that one fight we did earlier, it was so nice because we were able to consistently knock that one ghost down with Deborah's, or with Antea's kind of side dodge punch move. I don't exactly understand how it works, but sometimes it will knock enemies down completely, which is super fun. But it was working 100% of the time earlier, and I was very happy. Because it made her portion of the fight just super, super easy. If anything, that fight was a lot easier. Oh, look at this thing. It was a lot easier than the Scourge that we fought in the end of the first chapter. Because I think that was more or less kind of meant to be a major boss battle. And the Scourge, the Beast, rather, the Beast boss battle was not that hard necessarily, but it was more challenging. It was more like Dark Souls-esque than the fight we just had, which was cool, but not necessarily challenging. It was thematically, though, really neat, which I liked. Of course, where we first emerged. We need a mechanism that will re-enable this kind of elevator shaft. All right. Oh, and actually, this might be it. Maybe this is just what's blocking it.
Go there.
Yeah. So that was okay. So it's not that there's like a mechanism missing. It was just that it was fucked up. I have unfucked it. What's in here? Probably just some goods. We have a lot of silver, though. Do I really need all this? The answer is most assuredly no. But it satisfies my pick up things desire in video games like this. My small little pea-sized lizard brain lights up like a Christmas tree when I get to, you know, pick up a thing and then add it to my inventory, and the numbers go up. And that's good enough. Anything else on this level before we drop back down and head to the elevator? So that's too tall of a jump. Bloop. Also, no music here. I just noticed it's eerily quiet. It's like we're left to reflect on what we've learned and what we've seen. Yeah, I mean, I'm glad we have an answer for what happened here, at least in the Harrows, but still no explanation for where the nightmare came from. I'm still like, I'm not convinced that Deborah's, what's the word? Oh, it's this one. Okay. I'm not convinced that her
Down there, it was...
like vengeance.
I was tense. I was impatient.
Me too.
I'm not convinced that her vengeance was the cause of it, because I think this would have predated her.
Course through me. Yet now I can't even remember why.
Me neither. This is what an infamy does. It's over now. We're here.
I said something to hurt you. I'm sorry.
I forgive you. And I hope that you forgive me too.
Oh, they're being nice. They're being sweet. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I think the protagonists, that this romantic couple are very sweet. It's like, oh, they're very nice together. And yeah, that was actually the first time we've heard them kind of snip at each other, and it was because the energy that the infamy was giving off was very much affecting them. Not terribly surprising given what was going on there.
To the soul to be at once.
Give me one sec, friends. I gotta use the restroom. We've most likely got some cutscenes approaching.
How refreshing it
Let's
is
see what
for the
awaits us
soul
now.
to be at once, thus delivered of that which
Sounds like he is delivering a sermon to his flock.
my friends is true.
Also looks like they've
The
continued
wicked are at
construction
odds with
of
themselves.
the new meeting house.
Oh,
Because last time it was just a skeleton
we haven't
building.
missed it.
Yep, he's got the whole town gathered. So not only are we gonna like confront him, but we're gonna confront him publicly. This could get weird and extremely uncomfortable. Are we Aragoring the doors open? We absolutely do. The double doors, yeah. Dramatic
The Lord's
entrance.
promise of salvation from hell pleases them. The Lord's salvation from misery and sin here on earth does not.
This doesn't look like salvation from misery and sin.
So Lammy is back. I'm surprised he made it out before we were able to return.
The wicked pray for deliverance from the fires of hell, while piling the kindling high. They proclaim their love for their Lord, yet, in his name, they serve themselves. Their self-regard crumbles in the light of their hateful iniquities.
So true.
Oh my gosh, here we go.
Mr. McCraith, my friend, I'm so glad you agree. Now, the wicked man never questions...
I have your answers.
What? Yes, good. Perhaps we should discuss this privately, if you'll give me just a moment.
It's quite the story. You might not wish to hear it. Neither may the good people here.
Please, this is not the time.
We want to hear the story. Let the Banishers speak.
They want a good story time.
Tell them, Red. Tell them good.
Aye. There's a story that starts with a question. A question for you, Governor. And maybe for all the good people of New Eden. If I give you a witch, will you do what you did to Deborah Comenius?
Comenius, say you? The school teacher walked with the devil and paid the appropriate price.
She was a teacher.
That's the beginning of the history and also its end.
Is it, though? Now, I've learned much about Deborah Comenius and what happened to her, and it tells a very different tale.
And what story, pray you, does it tell?
Of a man or of a woman. I mean, it was the Gibbs family. I'll say this one.
It tells the story of a woman, a teacher, living peaceably among friends, until there came a plague. In fear, the good people went to their governor. The devil walks among us, they said, and you must save us, or we will find someone who will. This governor knew he could not save them. But he could give them a witch. She would confess, or she would be judged.
Deborah Comenius was a witch, Mr. McCraith. She was the devil's tool, and worse, much worse.
You're a pompous coward.
The trial was not fair. You had no proof, and you knew it.
Credible witnesses gave believable testimony, sir.
Ah, credible witnesses.
Witnesses like Gibbs, who pressured you into a guilty verdict to avoid being suspected of witchcraft yourself.
There was pressure, I'll not deny it. But I did what I did to protect the colony. It was a difficult time.
The picture of yourself that you hold in your mind is that of a great occultist.
To repel the devil, the wise and fearless man must learn the Black Spy's tricks.
Have you ever wondered what lies beyond the veil, past the hem, beyond the invisible? Have you ever heard of the Arrowloo?
What gibberish is this?
No? Your good friend Etienne Roulet did not, it seems, deign you worthy of his secrets. Never mind. Do you then consider yourself a true demonologist?
In order that a war be just, 3 things are necessary. Firstly, the authority of the sovereign. Secondly, a just cause. Thirdly, a rightful intention.
Aye, the Summa Theologiae of St. Thomas Aquinas, a classic quote from which you have conveniently omitted an important detail. To wit, a just cause is required, namely that those who are attacked should be attacked because they deserve it on account of some fault.
So anyway, back to our original point. You're a pompous coward.
You're a pompous coward.
There it is.
Fearful of anyone different, as human as that is.
There must be a man to judge, or there is no order. A man to make the judgment, and a man to enforce it. Of all people, you know this.
I live and let live. I choose only for the dead.
I choose for the living. These people are sinners, sir, and must be led back to the light. This is my mandate, my duty.
What do you really want, Governor?
I wish only to serve. I am the trusted servant of the good people of New Eden. Without me, they're lost.
Without them, you would be lost.
Yes. Maybe I do need them. Very human of me. But these people undoubtedly need me, Mr. McCraith. And there is no one else.
Admit it. You toy with magic you don't understand.
You, sir, are jealous.
Jealous.
I'm tired. I've done my job, fulfilled my contract, I've found the source of the curse. The poison below the well is no more. No thanks to you.
Aha! Poison it was then. The weapon of the wicked, to weaken the people's will. What was it? Belladonna, hemlock, foxglove?
Betrayal. Truth unspoken. Secrets and lies. Wrongs, basically. Your wrongs. The wrongs you visited upon Deborah Comenius. The wrongs that led to her death.
She died at the hand of the body politic. She died at all our hands. Most of all, she died at her own.
She died because she would not submit.
'Twas not my plan to kill her, stupid, stubborn woman. Why did she not confess? I would have granted clemency. I would have shown her mercy.
I don't think that's how it works at all. I think if you like under duress back in the days, if you were being tried for witchcraft and under duress you confess, they go, "Oh, cool, let's murder you." Time to execute you then. I was hoping we'd like get something out of him. He's like really sticking true to the she was a witch, I promise. You know, we had credible witnesses. Like he kind of mentioned like, I was pressured a little bit, but I don't know, he's sticking to it. I was hoping we could like get something out of him. I knew this moment would happen eventually. But I was hoping that it would happen after we got him to be like, oh God, what have I done? I sent an innocent woman to her death, and in doing so, doomed the whole fucking town. Yeah, that's it. That's exactly it, Aleph. Yeah, they would, back in the day, what was the classic case? They would throw an accused witch into a river or into a lake, and if she survived, it meant that she summoned her witch powers to have like an inhuman capability to swim to shore and to live, which meant she was a witch and had to be executed. If she drowned to death, well, that meant she was innocent. So and that means we've delivered her to a just God, so she'll go to heaven. So it's all good, right? That's how these things went. So yes, I promise you would have been granted clemency. I don't buy it. And of course, the other thing with all of this is that when given these choices, we can either spare the accused or sacrifice them, or blame them, whatever you want to call it. And as you note there, if we spare this person, then it means we're contributing towards being able to return our ghost wife, to allow her spirit to be free. You know, we get to ascend her spirit. Or if we sacrifice, we're gathering souls that will feed into the ritual that will bring her back to life. If we're able to do so. Yeah, the resurrection ritual. We need the largest number of souls. This is the path we're on, and this is the path we will continue down. We are to sacrifice him in front of all these people.
You had the power to stop the madness, but instead you chose to let it run all the way to its barbaric conclusion. You brought the curse down on New Eden. Then you called we Banishers in to fix your mistake. You boast of your knowledge of demons and spirits, but in truth, you master nothing. You're a peacock. All show and no meat. I'm not here today to bring justice. But this man, your governor, brought death to your doors. No. He deserves blaming. And shame on me if I don't do it.
So let it be known, the ending we're working towards is probably not the good ending.
Have I ever not served the interests of our community? Have I not protected you? Have I not loved you?
No one really has anything to say. What has he done? I don't know. The first time we've done this in front of any... Well, that's not true. We've done this in front of a few people, but usually it's a onesie-twosie kind of deal.
Death.
The animation's a little bit different.
Dead.
Oh shit, Deborah's here. Is this gonna put her spirit to rest?
This is unfair.
Let it also be known that Deborah's hairstyle
Gone for good.
Far from it.
is very similar to the nightmares.
Then who will protect us?
I will. While Mr. McCraith fights the curse of New Eden, I will protect the people of the Harrows. Or at least, try.
That's the governor's son, who is being very okay with the fact that his dad just died in front of him.
For forgiveness and the strength to bear the consequences of our actions.
Would I have sacrificed him? That's a very good question.
Your fee. One of the many debts.
I would have thought about it. I would have considered it. Part of me would be curious to do an all ascension run where we don't kill anybody.
Best put your own debts first, young Master Haskell.
But if it was truly up to me, I probably would have spared him. I probably would have spared most people, generally speaking. There'd have been a few that have been like, all right. There'd have been a few I would have got, but most of them I would have spared, I think. If not for our ghost waifu that we wanted to unghostify and to re-alive. Oh yeah, sorry about your dead dad, by the way. I suspected people would have been more freaked out about us taking his life, but everybody, even Lammy, was like, all right.
Please. Rest up, then please, let's get out of here.
Got 1,000 pieces of 8 for her. There you go. I keep thinking about Deborah, though. Like, we saw her and how much she looked like the Nightmare. But I don't know. It doesn't give an answer. We don't have a satisfying answer to why the Nightmare is running rampant, killing everybody, and being a general source of misery. In fact, I almost wonder if we can see it from here. Because... let's see, I think it'd be back this way. Let me check the map real quick. If we look at New Edentown over this way, I guess we can't really see it from here. But yeah, the like cyclone, the tornado of misery that is on the horizon. Yeah, we can't see it from here. But it's from the Nightmare. And even if that is like some sort of manifestation of Deborah's anger, I don't know. I'm not convinced that she's entirely... I don't think that she's like the only source of it. There's got to be something else. Also, we never did get the creeping ivies knocked out, and it makes me wonder if there's still something else to do. Oh, we never did get the cursed chest. Of course, we could just fast travel to the location. In fact, that's probably what we're going to do at some point. Would Phoebe have anything? I wonder, yeah, I'm almost kind of curious, what do the townspeople say now that we've deleted their governor? I see she's not here. Does nobody want to talk to us?
Look,
I mean,
you've upset him. Piss off, why don't you?
Upset him? Who have I upset? Am I hearing? Huh. That's odd. Because yeah, that's the shopkeeper. That's the lady who's super drunk all the time. About the baker. Yeah.
No one home. I'm resting. That's it. I'm resting. And I didn't know about the governor. I swear. I'll go knock on someone else's door.
So everyone's afraid of us. That's a little bit more what I was expecting. I was expecting people to be like, to be a little bit more shocked and afraid. This is our rest area. Oh no, this is I guess Lammy's old house. Where he was... No, wait, no, this isn't one. This was, oh gosh. Who was this other guy? I mean, it's all fucked up. I think this was one of the Caleb Alexander peoples. One of their houses. Anyway, this is the one I was looking for. Oh, wait, no, this is... Oh, this is the Haskell's house, actually. Well, you know what? Yeah, is there anything of note here? Any bits of intel we can gather? Because Lammy lived upstairs. Well, they both lived upstairs. Anything? Nah, not really. Here's with a shot. But it makes me wonder... I mean, there's still unresolved business. There's that chest that's still locked. There's a few areas we couldn't quite yet explore. And we're definitely not done here. There might be some side quests, or maybe even more main quest things that kind of bring us back here. Where's our... Oh, it's this one up here, right. Look for the flag. Look, trying to find the place where we were staying. Wants us to rest here. I wonder if, like, there's... If, when we sleep here, when we rest, if there'll be something that happens overnight, maybe.
You're angry. Can tell.
Of course you can.
And feel her emotions.
I'm what
Disgusted. Disgusted by what we saw down there. By the sins Fairefax Haskell committed in the name of his god. I hope they'll burn in hell. For that, I hate myself.
Don't lose yourself. You've done far more than I could ever have asked.
I'll do what it takes, and gladly. You need not ask it.
The closer we get to my body, to the truth about what happened here, the stronger I feel. My senses rise. It's as if I can taste the silence, smell the scent of wood smoke, feel the warmth of your body, feel Deborah's wrath. I feel it as if it were my own. I know her rage. But that anger of mine, that fear, I thought when I left home, I'd left them behind.
You thought by becoming a banisher, you'd overcome your anger and fear.
I thought at least I'd gain control. I'm a big bad banisher. I fear no ghost. I understand now that this control was but a mere illusion. So much so that the sister I thought was gone for good seems to be winding her way back to me.
Your sister, Ayomide, wasn't it?
No. As a child, before I left Cuba, I had a friend.
She mentioned this person only once before briefly.
That night, the night I died, I dreamed of her. I dreamed of Calendre.
Did you go looking for her? Was she near him? It's not beyond the realm of possibility.
It's so far beyond the realm of possibility you wouldn't believe it. No, she wasn't there. But I heard her voice. I'd swear on it. How could that be?
We heard it in the Void Breach, though. There was something we heard in the Void Breach where Antea was like, oh shit, we gotta go. Like, there was something that affected her personally.
The nightmare, perhaps?
I don't think so. The nightmare felt close. This felt like it came from further away. As if from a different realm of being altogether.
What did you hear her say?
I don't know. I don't remember. I think she said we were family. Never to be divided.
She's after my job. She can't have it. I'm your family now. Nothing's tearing us apart.
No. Not even death.
Still angry?
Gloriously.
It's like, yeah, let the anger flow through you. Oh, we got a new, like a whole bunch of new things to invest into point-wise. Let it be known that we didn't resolve a haunting. We just fucking killed somebody. By killing Governor Haskell, we didn't vanquish any spirits. We didn't free any. We didn't allow anybody to ascend. We just fucking took a life. So as a result, we didn't get an essence because that's only by resolving a haunting case. But the good news is we do have some leveling points. Excuse me, to spend. It's a bit of a glass cannon thing. Whereas this one, I like that one. Let's go with that one. And then increase the next. Okay, I like that. Retaliation. The rifle. I never do the rifle melee attack. I never do that one. Let's go for this one. The governor. Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, he was a weak-willed dude who knowingly sent an innocent person for an execution because it was going to get him brownie points and not resolve anything. Oh shit! The crow in the window. That was kind of cool. What's up, Void? What if you create a new haunting? Well, that's the glory of being a banisher. We can like declare when a haunting is happening to somebody. So we could just be like, I could be doing one of these. I could be like, you can't see this, but like if I like accidentally like, oops, I knocked this off the table, and be like, oh, you see that? That's a haunting. Oh, sorry, you're haunted by a bad guy. I better kill this guy over here. It's his fault. And then, you know, cast blame on someone else and be like, yep, sorry, that was the only way to solve the haunting case. That'll be $5,000, please. And then we take the soul and feed it into our ghost wife's hungry mouthy. And then we're off to the races, right? There you go, baby. So we can just declare a new haunting case. Which is kind of what happened with what was her name? With Thickskin. We were like, oh, there's an evil spirit in her. We meant, I think it was more of a metaphor. We didn't truly mean there's an evil spirit, but we were trying to say like, oh, there's some fucked up stuff going on here. By the way, we have the Blessed Garb with some really cool glowing runes. It almost looks like an Assassin's Creed kind of thing going on here. It is more strength, same amount of wisdom. I'm sorry, more wisdom, no willpower, and no vitality gain. Damage is increased for each manifestation. And oh, so if we do a lot of manifestations, this makes a lot of sense. It does look Fable-ish. It absolutely does. We can also upgrade it, which is pretty slick. You know what? I'll do it. I need more nest. What I say? Nest silts. I need more silts to make it pristine. So this gives us a little bit more physical resistance. Our damage goes up, but our life goes down considerably. But I mean, glass cannon, baby. And also it looks badass. And you can't put a price on that. You can't put a price on looking cool. What's it cost to upgrade this one? We have a decent number of Scourge accretions. I'll do it, baby. In fact, there's probably other things I could spend Scourge accretions on. Whoops. This gun looks the coolest by a country mile. We can get this one almost leveled fully. This one's max level. Yeah, you get more wrath, which doesn't really make as much sense, honestly. What else can I upgrade? Anything? I can upgrade this guy. Man, it's hard to really justify spending the resources for any of these, for anything except for these two. It's only getting to max level does this one start to get kind of close. I'll hold off on that one. No amulets can be upgraded. We have some new items here. Let's see. This one gives nice ghost benefits. This one is different ghost benefits. Void Splinter, we only have the one Scourge accretion. I'll hold off on both of those. Hold off. We'll work with this new armor for a bit just because it's higher level, but I don't know. I like the other one because it gave us more health. But the damage increases are definitely not a bad thing. And the glowing runes, it actually, I guess it's more witchcraft. Witchcraft infused. It's got the Wiccan stuff going on with the Dreamcatcher. The Inkwell. We've completed it.
Ceridian?
Oh, it's the witch.
What do you mean, Ceridian?
Ceridian, what's wrong?
Did little Billy fall down the well again? That little piece of
I
shit.
don't think she can hear us. We need to go back to the swamps.
You understand that? But it's a bird.
It's Ceridian, by way of the invisible, speaking through the crow.
It's the witch.
It doesn't
in the
work
swamps.
both ways. Imagine having a conversation with someone far away.
That doesn't sound like anything that we'll ever be able to do. Having conversations with people far away, impossible. That's some real witchcraft shit right there. Oh, so let it be known, we actually can't leave. I guess we have to fast travel. Is what they mean by that. Yeah. So we kind of forced the fast travel, which is fine. I would have done it. I would have been a good boy. It's weird to have it kind of railroad us like that. I was thinking they would have given us the option to work manually.
Can you feel it? I have goosebumps.
The veil is tearing at the seam.
That's not good. So
if I bruise the bud so the specters inside show themselves, you could shoot them. Once freed, the ivy should quickly wither.
Oh, so here we go. Okay, so now we have the ability to dispel the ivies, which is going to open up a bajillion things to do because there's so many of these fuckers. There's so many of these things to resolve, and you need only just take a quick look-see at the map to see all the little Oh wait, no, not spectral web. Oh, actually, you know what? They're not showing up as much. Creeping ivy. I guess it's one of those things where we saw a lot of them, but there's only a few that were blocking key locations, as opposed to blocking like, oh, this one gives you a little bit of leather or a little bit of linens, like the small resource drops. Whereas the other ones are a little bit more significant. So anyway, she is to ensnare. Okay. And then Red shoots it with his gun. Okay. So it's a kind of a two-step process here. There's one there as well. So that didn't do it. Oh wait, no, that did do it. There it is. You have to shoot them both? You shoot them both, okay. So you have to pump it with enough juice to open them both up. And in combat, she can ensnare. Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's what the webs are then. We saw the webs previously. Here we go.
Ivy from the other side.
Okay. Yeah, we saw the extreme, like the super powerful webs. We couldn't reach through them earlier.
Woods have weakened.
Ceridian's power wanes.
Oh, is she starting to... She had mentioned that she was not long for this world. It didn't really say if she was injured or if she was just old. It's weird because her hair is like super white. Like super bright and white. But her skin was very smooth, like no wrinkles. So she didn't look... she didn't necessarily look old per se, but there was obviously something going on. I'm really digging the runes on this outfit. It looks badass. Stat-wise, I don't love it as much as the other one, but it's pretty cool though. I do like it. There's the crow. I think the idea is we're not supposed to be able to reach the that ivy from this side. I think we have to reach it from the down below. In fact, I wonder if we can do that right now. I swoosh back this way. Here we go. So there's definitely something there. So if I... Oh wait, no, I need the big blue boy. Where's the blue boy? Is it over that side? Is that the one that red shoots? Where's the blue guy? Maybe if I follow this vein over here. Ah, there we go. So, can I shoot it from there? I think I'm gonna have to, like, bounce back and forth a little bit. It's gonna be a little bit tricky. Oops. Shoot that one. I get here fast enough. While it's exposed.
Quick and
there we go.
precise. Well done.
So there's going to be an aspect. If there's multiple of those little nodules, there's going to be kind of a timing aspect. Not even a timing, but just a go fast aspect. A go fast spect, if you will. That'll just give us some witch trading resources. Now, hopefully there will be other witch traders, because if she's about to die, then that's going to make this a little bit awkward. Go talk to Ceridian. I see Seeker's not here. On the outside, at least. She's probably inside with Ceridian, then.
Nobody's home. I can feel it.
Every time we saw a crow in the game watching us, it was a watcher for Ceridian. Oh, is she already passed? Is that what's going on? Yeah, sure enough, there's nobody home. Lights are on, but nobody's home.
Where could they be?
She's got her basket full of souls that she was weaving earlier. Any notes that were left? Anything we could glean? This is so odd. I mean, I think it's just water. It's just, I don't know. It looks a little odd. Maybe this is the witch equivalent of, oh, this is where I take a bath. In like with hardly reflective, soulless black water, surrounded by shrunken rocks that somehow have wrinkles on them, with little totems with faces and runes carved into them. Maybe that's just super normal for witches, but to me, a plain ass commoner, it's a little bit striking. So, I really like that transition where from the outside, this looks like a empty, hollowed out, abandoned home. But when you go in, if you are, I guess, considered worthy, you can actually see it for what it is, which is pretty cool. I go up that way.
We shouldn't leave without talking to the witch.
Okay, that's the exit. Unknowingly, that was the exit. There was the one area that we saw below that had like the little webs we couldn't previously go through. I bet we can do it now. I think it probably wasn't on the outside area like this. It was probably, you had to like walk along the frozen water areas. Well, it's not frozen, but it's like, it's this solidified. It's kind of the same consistency as the Void Breach entrances.
If I bruise the bud so the specters
here we go.
inside show themselves, you could
So I can shoot
them.
that one.
Once freed, the ivy should quickly wither.
Where's the other one? Right there, I see it. So I don't have to switch. It switches for me. I think I was a little bit too slow. Gotta be a little bit faster. Gotta shoot it while it's still orange. Oh yeah, this one's real fast. Maybe it's better if I attack it from down below. Also, I appreciate there's this path of crows that is subtly, not so subtly, kind of nudging you which direction you need to go.
Crows. They flock to that great tree up there.
Maybe I'm supposed to do it from this side. It's this great tree right here. Yeah, I think I'm supposed to do it from this side, maybe. Oh, there's 3 of them. Oh. There's 3 of them. Also, am I supposed to... Actually, no, I can't get any closer to that one. So, yeah, this one right here. Unless this is for a different one, but I don't think it is. Let's go ahead and jump down, then. I still wonder if it's easier to do this from this kind of perspective. Yeah, 1, 2, and 3.
Quick and precise.
There we go.
Well done.
I guess you have to shoot, because I was thinking, could I just melee the first one, because it's in melee range, but the idea is that it's got to be with bullets. Convenient that we've only just now been able to dispel those roots. If the idea is this is where we need to be going, if this is where Ceridian's gonna be, then thank goodness we just so happened to gain this ability. Otherwise, we would have had a really hard time getting here. Come on. There we go. Gotta find that sweet spot. Okay, so this just explains how to get to this altar, which is a good thing. Definitely wanted this altar because that gives Antea more juice. So that's very useful. And I remember seeing this from the map and being like, how do you get there? Because I saw the island. It's pretty far away. So that at least explains that mystery. But it does not explain... Yeah, they were saying that it leads to the great tree over yonder. Now, did I not try this path? Oh, I guess I didn't. Oh, okay. Oh, that's not looking good. Not a good sign.
Banishers are here.
Already? How unfortunate.
Wait, you didn't want us to be fast?
Did I? I thought I had more time. In the end, it runs out for all of us. As I depart this old carcass,
This old carcass.
No burning heart behind.
What's up, Ogasso? Our witch grandma is about to... is not long for this world, it seems. What was that?
Go or stay. To prevail, you must first set your heart at peace. When at last you face the nightmare, you must both be clear on what you want. You must.
What do you mean?
It is not for me to give you answers, only to prepare you for what awaits. Then we can all go to sleep. Seeker doesn't hate you, Rory. She's just not used to being trusted.
That's reassuring.
Protect her.
Yeah, not yet. Not yet. Oh, shit. We are working towards it. Actually, we made a pretty significant break in the case with the Harrows. We found, like, an explanation for what was going on so badly there. But not so much for the greater fuckery. What's happening in this region.
Old Mosshead, as ever.
So that's the guy from earlier. When we first entered this region. The swamp. What's that he's got? You know, we don't know much. We don't know anything about this guy's story. Get fucked. There's got to be something going on with this guy. He's not just some angry ghost fella.
Time for peace. I forgive you, old man.
The stopwatch. Time for peace, she says. What does it all mean? Yeah, earlier we found that the reason the Harrows was being haunted was because of the, like... Yes, I guess we're fighting this guy then. Punch! I would assume that the ghost stuff does extra good. Oh, I should try the ensnare thing we just got. Get ensnared, you nerd. Gun. So, I mean, it was nice, but didn't do a ton, obviously. Yeah, the whole thing with the Harrows is because the injustice with Deborah, with her being tried as a witch, knowing that she was innocent is what. Oof, he hurts. Oh, he hurts really good. Yeah, that was a lot of damage. Stun locked my ass. I was gonna say, can I interrupt that? No, I cannot. Oh shit. He's pretty spicy. What he's doing or where he's doing it. Oh, here comes some friends. So yeah, so by like resolving that, we've made some good stuff happen here, but still more mysteries remain. Uppercut! Oh, he teleported away. What a cheater. Oh, wait, no, he's in spirit mode. So I should do this. He's making more friends. You're not allowed to have friends. I say it's gonna kill the shit out of all these guys. Oh, he's doing some bullshit. Match. Oh, I made him sad. Oh, he's dead. I didn't just make him sad, I made him dead. Good shit. DLC only, Elgaso. I keep telling you, man, they're gonna hear you. The publisher's gonna be like, damn, that's a good idea. That'll get us some money. There's money in them Dart Hills. See, we never... I mean, I guess we killed him. I guess he's vanquished forever. I would be curious what his story was.
It is no more.
Old Mosshead, yeah. I mean, he had a name.
Never drink from your skull now, will they? Another ancient promise broken.
And he was fucking with Seeker, and when we first encountered him, she was like, yeah, he keeps causing problems, but don't worry about him. We got it covered. What are you doing?
What about me?
Oh, okay.
How do I live now?
So does she now take the title of Ceridian, or some other, like, witch name? Because I think Seeker is, like, the apprentice name.
All I'll ever have. Can I set the world on fire now? I just want to see it burn.
I mean, can't say I blame her.
Farewell, then.
Oh. That was unexpected. That was what she wore on, like, kind of like on the back of her hair. Oh, that's cool.
She took me in when no one else wanted me. She taught me to stand up straight.
Leave her be. For now.
Then we switch back to game mode. Boop, boop, boop. So yeah, Aul Saul. A-U-L apostrophe S-A-U-L is the guy's full name. The old boss said that they called him. I suspect we'll get some answers on who exactly he was. It wasn't her dad, was it? That'd be like too... That'd be too, I don't know. I guess too convenient. She was saying like, oh yeah, like... Ceridian took her in when her dad and I guess no one else would accept her. So it seems like there'd be stuff around here to explore. Now the awkward thing is I think to leave I have to kind of go back the way I came. I was thinking, is there a way I can gracefully make my exit without making things awkward? There's a spot up here, but of course that's a one-way. That's a one-way dealio. We would have to cast a rope down. It'll go that way. Let's go back the way we came. And when we rest...
Of all this death.
Want to talk about it?
I will do.
When we rest, that'll probably have us... Yeah, probably talk more with Seeker. And kind of plot out the next course of action. I still never did find out that one... It'll be on the map. There was that one spot we couldn't get past previously. Yeah, that's it. The spectral web. Yeah. I don't think I have the ability to deal with those yet. We just got the ability to deal with the creeping ivies. And we're kind of starting to go through some of those. The webs. They were saying that the thing that is it this way? Yeah, it's gotta be this way.
Is it just me or?
I felt it too.
The thing that Antea just got, the ensnare ability, it kind of webifies the bad guy. You can use it to webify the bad guys. So what I'm wondering is, is that somehow is that somehow what you use to dispel the webs that that we're stuck with? There's one, yeah, down here. Yeah. This is how we first got here. I think the answer is no.
The incarnate is hidden away here. Stains bar the path.
Yeah, okay, so it's just... Oh, it's a void breach. Oh, that's convenient. See, I can't just dispel it, and if I do this thing... Yeah, it just goes right through it. So no dice. Guns don't work. Yeah. I'm out of ideas. If you can't use guns, then it's hopeless. Meerkat said it last time. You know, if you got a really good hammer, everything's a nail. You got a really cool gun, everything's a shootable target, I guess. Let's go ahead and rest here then. I'm gonna unselect the web from the map. And in fact, other than the web and eventually the void breach, the final void breach, there's really nothing else for us here on the island.
What will become of Seeker now?
She'll try to make sense of her pain. Or perhaps she'll sit with it a while.
Or she'll try to kill it.
Grief knows no rulebook.
I wonder what caused Ceridian to die exactly.
I walked the wet streets of London for a long time. All I could feel was my heart digging a hole deep inside my chest. After what I had seen, what I had done, I just wanted the pain to stop. I wanted oblivion.
Your ghosts were killing you. They almost pushed you to insanity, but you pulled through.
I let myself be drowned. You're the one who pulled me out.
Poetic, if melancholic. What's going on, Red?
I feel lost. I can't even stand myself. I can barely stand to look at you. Something eats me from within, and it's growing. I don't know what's happening. I'm scared.
I scare me too. I am untethered from the world, but through you I still feel like myself. I cling to this. The closer we get to my return, the further from life I feel. I care nothing for the living. I only care for what I can take from them.
Do you feel that way about me too?
No, of course not.
What are we doing?
We're reclaiming our world. The only way we can.
Are you sure? This is what you want?
We made an agreement. Are you having second thoughts?
I don't know. Maybe.
Ceridian's death has changed things for you.
Yeah. She had power, purpose. She had love, and she still chose to leave. Maybe she's right.
Should we reconsider? It may not be too late to change our minds. But you must promise me, Red, whatever we decide, we stick to it. We cannot change our minds again.
I swear it, my love. This is it.
So, interestingly enough, we get like kind of another opportunity to reaffirm our oath. What's up, Corgi? What's up, buddy? Appreciate you lurking, buddy. Very nice of you, bud. This game is very good. It's a little heavy right now. This has been, after, I would say, 2 or 3 sessions of mostly exploration and kind of understanding the world and some combat, yes, but more exploration, more like drinking in the world. We're getting a lot of story stuff. And near the beginning, pretty much after the game's prologue, we swore an oath. Are we going to work on bringing our dead ghost wife back from the dead, which would entail sacrificing a lot of people? I mean, not just killing random people, but when there's an opportunity to sacrifice or maybe not, to cast judgment on the guilty or to spare them, we will cast judgment. You know, we claim their souls so we can feed them into our hungry ghost wife. Or do we ascend? Do we ascend her, which is to say, not take any more lives and let her spirit ascend to the heavens once we resolve like the final ghost haunting, which is to say the nightmare that killed her. Kill the nightmare ghost, the extra scary spicy ghost that killed her. Yeah, exactly, Aleph. This is like we're reaffirming our oath. We already took an oath, which was to work towards resurrection, but this is the game's way of saying, hey bro, I know by this point you've been through some shit. And there have been a few cases where the person we've sacrificed, the person we've cast judgment upon, did some bad stuff, but was it worth killing them for it? You know, was it worth an execution? And sometimes it's not. You know, sometimes it's not so obvious. So that's where there's some ethical dilemmas there. Yeah, so like Aleph said, this is the are you sure thing. Where's her body? Her body is back at the meeting house in New Edentown, which is part of the problem. We can't ascend or resurrect her until we reunite her spirit with her body, and the nightmare ghost is lording over it right now. So we have to go to the nightmare, confront it, vanquish the nightmare, which will, you know, enable her spirit to be free, and that'll be our opportunity to either resurrect her or ascend her body, and or ascend her spirit rather, and let it be free. So, you know, we're working towards. I'm saying that we're working towards resurrection. We've taken so many lives, we've sacrificed so many guilty individuals with the blame ritual. We've come this far. There's no turning back now, baby. Ghost waifu, we're bringing you back, baby girl. But at what cost? Of course, it weighs on the homies.
I want this, only real.
Like, how would there not be a cost to all of this? Of course there would be.
Our minds are set. We're going back.
And again, this is a haunting. Technically, she is haunting us.
Me when you're back.
It's a consensual haunting, but a haunting no less. And we know that from what we've seen in this game's universe, when a ghost is haunting somebody, there are some really negative downsides. People experience nightmares. It like weighs on their sanity. There's like a physical aspect to it that hurts. Like a ghost haunting somebody has a lot of negatives. Also, only the second time we've gotten one of these cutscenes.
Is it worse to lose your faith in your fathers than it is to lose faith in yourself? Those in the Harrows who lived would be wise to look inwards, to reflect, and then to pay penance. But none carry a greater burden than young Lamentation Haskell. How will he guide the faltering faithful when he has so little faith in himself?
So we're not done with his business. Not surprised. Got a cutscene. Reaffirm your oath. All right. So there's some new haunting cases to consider. You leave the shelter, open the map. Oh, there's the semicolon is a... Because I've just been going into inventory and then switching to the map tab like a doofus. Like a dang old doofus. We haven't really gotten any new resources since last time. It says new equipment. Oh, we did get new equipment. How about that? Ethereal Haste. Oh, that was from killing the big guy. Big man on campus. It doesn't look all that interesting. It's tier 4, which is cool. Wait, what was that upgrade stuff? Fur and magnetites. We haven't seen those in the wild yet. So we could get it to rank 5, but it still would come up short with the recoveries. Honestly, I think the recovery is the most interesting part, or most important part of these decoctions. I mean, the boost to life and, like, willpower is helpful, but yeah, the whole reason I use health potions is to restore my health. So I will very much take health potions that are most goodest at doing health restoration. So this is for banishing damage. So if we leveled it, well, I can't level it right now. Wrath and persistence, whereas this gives strength, wisdom, vitality. Yeah, I mean, I would like one. So we lose a bit of strength. I feel like we do pretty good. Well, that's the thing too. I don't really use the manifestations all that often. They're nice, but I don't know if it's something I want to sacrifice to power up more. Yeah, I'll hold off for now. Anything else new? Not really. No new armor. Again, this armor just looks so cool. I do like the Banisher garment. I like those too. But yeah, this is probably the coolest looking. I never even wore the gunner gear. And that's great if you're only shooting things. But, you know, rarely we only shooting, obviously. No new swords yet. No new guns in a while. Alright, is there anything else on this island? I think not. I think we go fast travel. Yeah, and you know what? Yeah, there's a few things I want to do real quick. Farmer's case is locked. We don't have the key for it. There's a haunting case here, still in the Harrows. I go to the collapsed house because the cursed chest is underground. Yes. Activity here, which is separate from the rescue mission. This is something else. My god, there's a lot of side quests now. Whole bunch of side quests, whole bunch of ghost hauntings, and then of course the main quest is to go more underground under Fort Jericho. So yeah, I'm gonna, I suppose, head back this way. The only underground location to warp to is this one. So I'm gonna mark this as something to work towards, just because I need to grab that anyway. So we'll fast travel here, then we'll head to the Harrows and start some side quests. There's plenty of haunting cases. They had said at one point that a lot of the people here have done some fucked up stuff, and we need to do what we can to uncover the truth of like what happened here. A lot of people here are not without sin. You know, the big one, of course, was the case with Deborah, the woman who was tried for witchcraft, even though she was known to be innocent. The mob just needed a scapegoat. Things were desperate. They just needed a scapegoat to blame it on. It was just convenient to blame it on Deborah, even though everyone kind of knew she was innocent. Everyone just kind of went along with it. I mean, that's how the Salem witch trials were, right? I mean, people were scared of the unknown, and they let their imaginations run wild, and mob mentality took over. It's a scary thing. A scary and documented thing that happens when mob mentality takes over like that. It can kill innocent people. And everybody was complicit in it, and everyone went with it. But there's more than just that one case, though, clearly. There's more than just that one haunting case. There's other shenanigans going down. But before we do all that, there's a cursed chest with some loot that's just begging to be collected by us. Also, there is... Oh, that's kind of odd. I can't switch to Antea here. Did the ghost wards reform somehow? Oh, no, that's a reflection. So I don't have a jump ability right now. Either I missed a ghost ward or some of them somehow reformed. Can I jump up this one? It's entirely possible I just missed one. Don't mind that zombie guy, just... Oh, this guy. Oh, I guess I never actually came down this way, did I? Yeah, I never... Because I remember knocking this pile of loot. I was hanging on a rope near here, and I actually never picked it up. Also, let it be known, all the gloop has gone away. The curse has really been lifted here, which is good. I don't mind the blood of the corpse that was being dragged. Don't mind that little detail. So yeah, the ghost ward, where is it? Because I've seen I think I actually saw the cursed chest at one point. And I was like, oh shit, we don't have what we need. We were like one totem short when we saw it when we walked by the cursed chest. So I took that to mean like, all right, well, we're not done here, and we weren't. There indeed was the one totem left, and I got it. I just didn't think to go back and actually retrieve the chest once we had basically all the keys for it. But yeah, I cannot switch to Antea right now. Maybe that's the game trying to say like I'm not allowed to. Maybe like this is. Maybe there's no ghost wards. Maybe this is the game's way of saying that you have to do other stuff first. Like, what if I go farther away? What if I go back? The ghost ward? No, that's just a light. Was I never able to use Antea here? Maybe there's another way around. What if I go up this way? Yeah, that little noise. That's me trying to switch to Antea. Our ghost waifu. The compass is beckoning me to go up this way. Yeah, I kind of following what the compass requests. It's having me, like... Unless I can jump down here. No, I cannot. It seems like there's a jump here. And in fact, yeah, that's what I had to do. I had to jump across. Can't do it here. So that means I gotta come back later. For whatever reason, we're locked away from being able to use Antea. Really, Ogasa? All right. I'll bite. Let's go back to the fast travel spot, and we'll come back here later. It's clear to me that there's I think it's. I don't think this is a ghost word. I think there's something preventing Antea from being summoned here just in general. Wait, unless I can go around. That wouldn't make sense. Unless I can go around, but that wouldn't really make a lot of sense. Hold on. I'm cooking. Let me cook. I wonder. Is it possible that there was another path that the compass is too afraid... Actually, no, I feel like I'm going backwards. The compass is too afraid to show me. It was like, he's not ready. And I'm over here like, put me in, coach, I'm ready. Because if there was some other path that led back around to that one platform that we had to jump to previously, and that'd be really cool. Oh, man, I don't know. I think this is just going to wrap back around to where we just were. It's weird because last time we were here, it was covered in the accursed goop, which we have since vanquished, which is really cool. But now I don't recognize this area. Like, it's super different. Yeah, that's the void breach. Yeah, this ain't it. So I'll go back to the fast travel spot. I thought I was cooking. Turns out I'm just good looking. That's all it is. I'm just a pretty face. My mind is but a fabrication. It's but a facade of what I wish it were. So let's run back then to the fireplace. And we'll fast travel to... I think we'll just go above ground. Just head back to the proper parts of the Harrows. And start some good old-fashioned ghost huntings. Or haunting resolution opportunities. Which is, of course, going to end in more people getting sacrificed for our ghost waifu to feed her. But don't worry about that little detail. Don't you worry about that little detail. Let me worry about blank. So yeah, so we'll go back to the Harrows proper. Whole bunch of stuff up here, but yes. Going to deselect. Actually, looks like it's already been deselected for us. Fast travel here. Get back to this, but yeah, that was extremely fun. A nice bit of brevity after, you know, some heavy story things. You know, we gotta lighten the mood a little bit. It's good. They're English. I would have guessed, if I were forced to choose, I would have assumed English. But
audibly busy today.
Wait, spectral stains.
But it was not 100% clear to me. Said Hugh is busy. Also, is it just me or is there a mild mist about this place? I mean, there's always kind of a questionable kind of aura of unpleasantness in most places we go in this game, but it's especially thick. Especially thick right now. We can switch to Antea again. Now, are the ghost words gone? I think the ghost wards are gone. Like, all of them. Also, this house is haunted. That house is haunted. Oh, shit. Everybody done got haunted here. There's a haunted person inside. So... yeah, there's everyone's got something going on, so it would seem. Not terribly surprising. Not terribly surprising at all.
Someone is vexed behind that door.
I was gonna say I can't open it now, by the way. I got that one. And then the other haunting case happening is over here. It is locked. So I guess we have nothing that makes it super obvious that something's going down. But only because in the spirit view do we see this one's haunted. So presumed three haunting cases to work on. Let's work on this one first, just because it was the first one that popped up. And go right into the front door. I'm gonna see if there's anything in the back. Looks like the answer is no. Who do you say Hugh was the person that's here? I think that's the guy with the glass eye. I think. Nothing else out back. Alright, well, knock knock. It's your friendly neighborhood banisher coming in to inspect the building. Door's closed. Yeah, this is the guy that has the portrait of his sister, right? Quebec suffered the greatest attack in the history of the French colonies. Port Royal was taken in 1690. This was pretty recent then, in this game's events. Battle of Quebec. A great loss for France, and shock to its inhabitants. Major John Wally consumed by a festering gangrene infection. That's quite the name. I'm gonna mispronounce that horribly, but I'll say this much. In St. Louis, there's an area called Frontenac. Which, knowing that it's French, that's probably a very butchered pronunciation. But yeah, there's an area that a lot of us know as the Frontenac area. It's like a Frontenac Mall. And of course, St. Louis, as the name might imply, was at least... let me think about this. I guess it was of the Lewis and Clark. Was the namesake. So there's a lot of French named things in the city. Stem to the English invasion. Okay. The militia he sent were repulsed by the French. They couldn't take Quebec. Okay. Took advantage of so the idea, of course, that this is an English colony we're in right now. It's a little bit weird to see something that is speaking very well of the French in an English colony. You would think that
New England primer. Looks new.
Looks local.
I don't know, you would think something that speaks so glowingly of the enemy nation would be seen as propaganda. I thought I heard a noise. Am I hearing somebody like tinkering or something? I do, and what's that wound?
Hallowed.
He's got an owie on his hand.
Marcy.
You doing alright, buddy?
Angel, heaven sent.
It's his sister, I think. Marcy.
I'm busy. What do you want? God lights the firmament of the heavens to divide day from night. There are no more nights. There are no more good days.
That's the spirit.
The weather's improved. It's almost nice.
The sun was risen upon the earth when Lot entered into Zor.
All right. What's going on?
Anyway, how's it going?
I'll tell you what's going on. God has forsaken...
You ever just wear a cape inside your own house for no reason?
A witch.
Lammy? A witch? Why would you think that?
I seen him. I seen him do his rituals. I seen him do the...
Yo, what's up, Chewie? Chewie says, Red Bomber, you got it, homie. Let's do it, baby. Let's do it. Red Bomber. Now, Black Bomber's done a great job. They've been holding it down for a couple streams now, but gonna give Red Bomber a chance to shine here. It's good. We're doing well, Chewy. I appreciate you popping in. We got Whale in the house, buddy. Whale says, "Oh yeah, spread that shit." What's up, Whale? Oh fuck, you're gonna make me spread democracy. What's up, Whale? Good stuff, man. How's the hell diving been going, by the way, bud? We're playing more Banishers, Ghosts of New Eden. We just resolved, we'll say, the major curse situation here in the Harrows. And yes, such a nice sounding place. Turns out there's still bad things happening in the Harrows. And this gentleman here, Hugh, was saying how he is... Oh, I can look at his portrait, by the way. It's kind of cool. There he is. In all of his splendor. He looks so happy, doesn't he? He was saying how, well, yeah, the new governor, the young Haskell, he's a witch. He's clearly practicing witchcraft. And yeah, Antea's like, oh, fuck, what is it now? What is it now with Lammy?
What news around and about?
On what subject in particular should I deign to answer?
And we're asking for any kind of update. Oh, that's super nice. That was nice of him. Yeah. My buddy Ryan. Yeah, that's super nice of him. Yeah. Ryan was hanging out here just a couple days ago. And yeah, he always says he's always far too kind, which is very, very sweet of him. So I appreciate you popping in. And yeah, we are working on the fundraising. You can see we got the ticker above my head here. Every year we have kind of this ongoing fundraiser for Children's Miracle Network, which is a thing that is a really fun thing to kind of work towards. It's a nice way to play some video games, have some fun, and also build in some fundraising into it. So it's a nice way to kind of see what the power of video games and just general nerd fandom stuff can do for, like, how do we take that energy and put it towards something positive and constructive. So it's nice. It's a nice thing to do. There's lots of people like myself that fundraise for charity through Extra Life. And yeah, I like it a lot. It's good. It's something that, and I've been doing it for this is my 14th year, by the way, which is kind of wild. It means, I suppose it means that I've been doing it for a long time. It also means I'm getting old, but it means I'm getting wise. That's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it.
How goes it since Governor Haskell passed?
It has been a trial, fair and true. But God has a plan. More will be revealed, sir. In time, a new governor shall rise. A teacher, perhaps.
Now, he's a teacher.
Good luck with that.
So he means to challenge Lammy for the governorship. Yeah. No, I appreciate that, too. I appreciate you popping in, bud. Yeah, we're playing a really cool game. It's a little bit heavy on the story stuff right now. We are playing, the name of the game is Banishers, Ghosts of New Eden, and we are playing the titular Banishers. We are the fella and not the guy with the cape, but the guy with the hair bun and his ghost wife. They're both the Banishers, basically the 1690s equivalent of Ghostbusters. Basically, we resolve hauntings, that kind of thing. And this guy is afflicted by something. We just walked into his house and we can just tell. We're like, okay, something's going on with this guy. He's being haunted by something or someone. And he, I think, has made mention of his sister that passed away previously. I wonder if she is somehow involved with this guy's afflictions. But while we're doing that, we're also just asking him what's happening here, because we haven't been here for a while.
You're a teacher. You know the young people here. Will Lammy Haskell make a go of being governor?
Lamentation, for we must call him by his name, is a child.
I thought he already was the governor.
We should be governed by a man.
Maybe he'll surprise you.
Pah.
It's a lot of work to stay this miserable.
Yeah, I thought the assumption was that he already had assumed the governorship, but I mean, he is a young kid. Like teenage, like, I don't know, maybe 15, 16, 17, somewhere around there. But it sounds like there's going to be an election to decide the next governor.
How's life in the Harrows, then?
The idiots dismantled our meeting house and will build upon soon. If they wish to leave, they cannot leave soon enough.
Interesting.
If I must rebuild the meeting house alone, I'll do it. For the glory of God.
I'm surprised they're dismantling the meeting house. I guess it's like, represents the old yard. Yeah, I was thinking earlier, Augustin, he's got the cape, he's got the hat, and he's definitely a hater, man. This man is taking big fucking slurps of that haterade. So, and then Antea, she was like, it takes work to be this spiteful all the time. God damn.
Tell me about this angel.
Who pissed in this man's cornflakes?
How did you meet?
The angel is my sister, and she bears the mark of the Lord. Marcy wandered in the wilderness for many days and nights. And then, one day, she returned to lead her people to salvation.
He's haunted by a ghost, but thinks she's an angel. I hope you're taking note, Red McWraith.
So to be clear, most normal people cannot hear Ante or see her. We can, though, because we're a banisher. You know, we're kind of all about ghosts. And look at that, he's got the owie on his hand. There's a word for that kind of owie, where it's on the hands and the feetsies, like the wrists, where the crucifixion happened. Is it stigmata? Yeah, stigmata, yeah. So, he said that, yeah, his sister bared the mark of the Lord. I wonder if that's what he means by that.
I'm sorry you lost your sister, and I'm glad you got her back. Tell me about her.
Do you believe in miracles, Mr. McWraith?
I believe in the supernatural, and I believe in the extraordinary, so... Aye, I believe in miracles. I don't believe in angels, though.
If you are blessed enough to meet my sister, then you'll change your mind.
I'd like that. Where can I find her?
Near the old mill, hidden at the end of Long Beach, is a cave. Our sacred place. She will be there. They never could find her body.
Wait.
She is still there.
Sophie, you freaking homie. That's so nice of you. Sophie, thank you, my friend. That's so generous. What a cool homie. Sophie, it warms my heart. Warms my heart to see you playing some games on twitch.tv. For those who don't know, Sophie has been killing it on YouTube. She's been a busy gal. She's been killing it with content creation, and you love to freaking see it. And she pops back into Twitch sometimes. She's hanging out here. Sophie, that's so freaking nice. El Gaso with the extremely fast shout out for a homie. Thank you, Sophie. The new Prince of Persia. I hope you're liking it. I remember seeing the trailer and I was like, I don't know. But you know, I'm kind of out of the loop because I haven't played a Prince of Persia game since Sands of Time. Ooh, I'm pretty out of the loop, man. I'm pretty behind. Sophie, thank you, my friend. You just started this game? Oh, I'm so glad. I'm so glad. I will advise, and you probably already know where I'm going with this. I'm so happy you're here. But at the same time, this game is extremely good, and it would break my heart and shatter my dreams if I was responsible for some big spoilers for you. So, you know, I'm happy that you're here, but I'm gonna say if you need to hop off because you want to avoid spoilers, no shame there at all. Thank you again, Magus. And Sophie. Sophie hit us with Rageous Moments earlier. Appreciate you both. We're playing a really cool game called Banishers, Ghosts of New Eden. The quick summary is that we are playing the protagonists are the 1690s equivalent of Ghostbusters. So imagine Ghostbusters pre the American Revolution. We're in New England, so, you know, British colonies, that kind of thing. And there's an overarching ghost busting kind of mystery we're trying to solve right now. It's basically the ghost that killed, I know my face is kind of covering it, but there's the ghost wife. Our ghost wife is next to us. The ghost that killed her, we're trying to vanquish, but to get to that mega powerful ghost, there's a bunch of other ghost hunting or ghost busting cases to figure out. And each ghost busting case is an investigation. We have to kind of understand who's being haunted, who's being haunted by a ghost, why are they being haunted, like what is it about, what is connecting these two, this ghost to this person, and how do we resolve it? How do we disperse the ghost that is haunting this person? We're talking with this guy who, in a very creepy manner, has mentioned that his sister is presumed passed away, and he's like made mention of his late sister, and that he's really sad she's gone, and for the first time ever, we've talked to him in a greater detail about it. He's saying, "Oh yes,
I must take my leave.
She's an angel. My sister, she's an angel."
But I shall not.
And he is working on something. He's chiseling something for her, presumably. He's like saying it's something for her. You can see here it's like, oh, we can actually read it if we kind of zoom in. It seems like it's some kind of prayer. Okay. So nothing overly like fucked up and weird. And the superscription of his accusation was written over the king of the Jews? What are you writing, my guy? All right, I'm just gonna... I got the torch in his face. That's a little weird. I'm just gonna assume there's a context here I don't understand, and that he's not trying to insinuate something else. Also, 2 beds in here. That's a little bit odd. Well, maybe unexpected. And if we go downstairs, we saw this last time we were here. He's got this kind of elaborate shrine. Shrine isn't the right word for it, but place of remembrance for his sister, which is nice. It's not necessarily weird, but then at the end of that conversation, he was like, "Oh, you should meet my sister." And our guy was like, "Sure, yeah, how do we meet your sister?" And he was like, "Oh, her dead body is over kind of outside of town, this one little cave area. Everyone else couldn't find her body, but I found it, and I'm over here like, oh, okay, yeah, that's not weird." So there's nothing individually is fucked up about this guy, but like there's just little moments that seem a little off. Go upstairs. Also, we can switch to our ghost waifu, who is able to. She's dead. She's a ghost, and because she's a ghost, she can see things that our human eyeballs can't see. That purple that he's got right there, that a normal human has like a golden hue, kind of in their core, but this one is kind of a more sullen purple, which means he's definitely being haunted by something or someone, I suppose. So let's see if we can find it. Let's read some bits. Let's read some drama. Let's spill the tea. So 1986, this would have been a couple years ago. This game I think takes place in like 1694, 1695, somewhere around there. So when they first moved to New Eden, Marcy was not appreciated. Actually, no, that's right. I read this last time. We already read this. Yeah, people didn't listen to Marcy because she had some kind of supernatural ability. Well, it's implied. It's implied she had some kind of ability to like not quite see the future, but there was something about her that creeped people out. But her brother was convinced she had some kind of otherworldly power that people just didn't understand. They're confused by her words, but they don't judge. She seems all right. Yeah, these people are true Puritans. These people are all right. But then sometime later, like a little bit more than a week later, she had some divine visions. Yeah, it's like she's experiencing something. Maybe it's a medical abnormality, but he's seeing it as some kind of divine communication. Book speaks with our companions. My reputation grows. Yeah, so he's becoming a respectable man in the community. Marcy and I form a divine duo, he says. Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, again, nothing overly like messed up about any of this. Kind of disappointing. There's really nothing we can investigate right now, on either floor of the house. So let's go ahead, and of course this door is locked for reasons that are not yet clear. I would say, let's well, anything on the outside for that matter.
If Hugh puts his faith in his sister's ghost, he's a fool.
Is he looking for answers? Maybe.
He's looking to his faith to give him answers.
But he's looking in the wrong place.
Well, let's go ahead and see if we can find this angel. There's a disturbance to investigate. Yes, there is that. Is it over here? Oh wow, it's gonna be a ways away. I mean, I guess we could just fast travel. Is it better to like gather up a bunch of side quest things all at once and investigate them kind of in a decentralized format, or is it nicer to kind of have a more focused approach? I tend to do the former. I tend to kind of like just scoop up all the side quests I can find and just kind of bang them out one by one, kind of as I happen upon them. But I think in this case, I think I actually am going to go for a little bit more of a focused approach. Probably a little bit easier to keep track of for anybody listening in or watching in here. So I will fast travel. Because yeah, it's called Saints and Sinners. I'll fast travel over here. Oops, I always do that. You have to press F to fast travel. And to pay respects, of course. So we're going to zoom over here. And we're gonna have to kind of snoop around. We've already looked at these.
Much meat on those.
A little is better than nothing at all.
Yeah, the wildlife around here. Even though we've cured the curse that was afflicting this area, the harrows, place is still pretty fucked up. So there's something. Can you see it was in a cave at the bottom of the beach area around Long Beach? Oh, don't worry about this dead lady. That's another dead person. That's not the dead body, just a dead body. Nothing weird. Oh. Okay, so it's out this way. Go to the beach, which is where we're going for another side quest anyway. So I'll go ahead and mark that on the map. It's a spectral web. Oh, I can't deal with the webs yet. The webs are something else. The ivies I can disperse. The webs I cannot. That'll have to be later. Yeah, so I remember we kind of started very briefly towards the Long Beach area. But then I was like, well, I don't know. I don't want to like get too carried away because we had other quest things to focus on.
Ugh, siblings.
Feeling guilty about Iomi Day and Temi.
On principle, I refuse to feel guilty. Yes, I feel guilty. I should have made the journey. I should have gone to see them.
The siblings she abandoned.
And oh,
I think
it has flown.
I think that's the implication, is that she feels guilty about abandoning her siblings to take on the life of being a banisher. New beginnings, that kind of thing. And she never once tried to visit.
Something has me. Wards.
Not anymore. Yeah, we got her again. Are we gonna get to fight something here? This
Red, I can't manifest anymore.
Here.
Is that?
Yes, the ward's power is gone.
There we go. Whenever I see this kind of flat open area, I always think, oh shit, here comes some combat. I want to take that. I don't see the little... There's something hidden. But nothing jumps out. Our hand is all glowy because of something being obscured. Breaking all these things makes me feel really, really cool. Oh, here we go. Makes me feel powerful. Yeah, so we just got some materials. Some upgrade materials, nothing fancy. And I got the satisfaction of getting to break a bunch of rotted out barrels and boxes, which, you know, is its own reward, really. So we could have gone this way earlier in the game, but there would have been no
wards.
No main benefit.
I'm going to need a hand here.
Where is the ghost ward? Oh, there it is. No, that's not it. Oh, that is a totem for a cursed chest. Probably somewhere over here. So we could have explored it, but there would have been no main quest progress. Oh, now we get to fight some fellas. These guys are pretty high level too, level 20. Killed the shit out of them too. Wow. It killed everybody. Wow, that was awesome. Usually what's it called? I don't know what that move is called. The right click, big explosion attack does a lot of spectral damage, but it's usually not enough to kill the ghosts as well. Usually it's a two-step process. I'll take little fella. The first of, I think, 3. Usually these are in 3s. The first of, I'm assuming, what are going to be 3 of the totems for a cursed chest. Let's go ahead and cast this rope down so we have that as a way back up. But before I jump down, I'm gonna keep sniffing around up here for a little bit. There's a path down this way. Actually, looks like it all kind of wraps around anyway. I never did find the ghost ward going that direction, but if I swing back around...
Wards, you're on your own.
Yeah, I can't switch right now, so there's a ward somewhere else. Is it down here? Oh well. We're outside the range for it, so it's fine now. Not the most inviting beach. Lots of rocky cliffs and jagged, uncomfortable, like just coastal areas. Not exactly like a warm sand kind of cozy area. Here's where the cursed chest is, but we only have one of the totems. We'll go ahead and investigate it real quick so we can add it to our map.
Careful. A dark will is upon that thing.
No problem. I never did see that one ghost ward that's preventing Antea from manifesting. Because we need her to knock down that wall, that destructible wall. Now, Red's got the superpower of having a gun, but he doesn't have the superpower of blowing up destructible walls, sadly. The superpower of gun can only carry you so far. This goes down quite a ways. Check the map real quick. I'm curious if this is gonna loop back around this way, which is not a bad thing. I mean, there's a couple of points of interest, that kind of thing. But yeah, there's definitely something over here. There's a cave we're looking for. So we'll need to come back this way eventually. But yeah, I mean, I guess we can keep exploring this way. It might open up some other shortcuts for later on. But this is getting us further away from our objective. Not the worst thing in the world. Oop. I'm assuming the points of interest on the map, they're probably going to be more of those little nests. We get to fight bad guys. Look at this guy. He's not like all withered and zombified. He's just a regular old dead dude. Usually when you see a dead body in this game, they're like very skeletoned. Like this thing. Oh, wait, hold on. Actually, let's do this first. Kill the shit out of him. That's so cool.
That corpse is gonna shoot.
I can.
Let's go ahead and jump to him. Because Antea, with her ghost punches, does more damage to specters. Oh, wrong button. Not too bad. We might be a little bit over-leveled for this area, because at first I was thinking level 20 was pretty high level, but the fact we're able to kill those dudes so quickly makes me think we're doing alright. Also, I think this is locked. Yeah, no key for this one.
This requires a key.
There's a bunch of locked chests we have yet to, for which we've yet to find keys. There's lots of exploration still left in our future. And more importantly, barrels to kill, thank goodness. So yeah, I can't open that yet. Nothing that Antea can use here. Anything down this way? Actually, we're getting pretty close to the water level. Close to sea level. Now, what is it? Semicolon to bring up the map? I haven't missed. Oh, the cache was a point of interest. Okay. There's a few more where that came from.
Ward,
Oop.
think you can fend for yourself?
So once again, the ghost ward. There's that one we never did see earlier. We'll have to go back for that one. Oh, please tell me. Ah, dang it. Yeah, this game... I don't mind the fact this game does this, because it's probably more fair this way. But yeah, you can't engage anything with combat until you're like in the combat zone. It's a little hokey because it's like I can shoot them. I can see the bullets go into their into their butts, into their faces.
Cannot manifest.
Looking for the ward. But at the same time, it'd be kind of cheaty if I could just sit here and snipe them from afar with no downside. So where's the ward? I bet it's over here. There it is. Ouch.
Look to me.
To say, we know already that that does a great job of taking out the big boys, or the zombie boys at least.
Die, you bastard!
Ouch. I'm gonna be using that move all the damn time now that I know it's kind of a nuke. I knew, because normally it does pretty good AoE damage, but we must have equipped something lately that does way more manifestation damage. Previously, I was kind of thinking manifestations weren't usually worth it, but now I'm not so sure. Now I'm starting to see the light. Stupid barrels. Look at that, we're on the beach. It's so nice and cozy. Although I think this game, well, I think when we first arrived, it was like in October or December. I think now it's more like some months have passed. It's like March. So it's probably not warm right now. This is probably not exactly beach appropriate weather.
Move it.
Oh shit. Threw a grenade at me. And we got over on YouTube the non-revs. What's up, bud? Hope I didn't mispronounce your name too horribly. We're playing some Banishers, Ghost of New Eden, and the game is very good. Oh, what?
A ward restrains.
Oh, there's a ward preventing me from getting up here.
Get lost, won't you?
I was trying to use our little ghost powers, but the ward prevented me. Let me grab this real quick. Is the game good? I think the game is really good. Yeah, I'm really enjoying it. It does get my recommendation. I was saying earlier how if this game was just like what we're doing right now,
Woods, if you want me back.
kind of exploring and fighting stuff, if this is all the game was, I think it would come up a little short. I think the combat is okay, and the exploration aspect is fine. It's a little bit linear, you know, like the exploration and like the general gameplay is pretty linear. But the storytelling is really good. The storytelling is good. I think the characters are well developed. I think like the investigation aspect of trying to figure out the sources of ghost hauntings, that kind of thing, is really well done. Just jump to him. There we go. He broke through my clever disguise. He's out of there. Go ahead and take care of him before he can read. Whoa! This guy. You know what? I'll just do what I said I was going to do earlier. Not a ton of damage with that guy. The gear system. The gear system is just kind of okay, I'll admit. Like, the gear system and the combat and like the exploration system. Mechanically, this game is alright. The thing with this game is that it's made by the same people who made Life is Strange. And Life is Strange is a game that people like, not really because of the mechanics, but because of the story being told and the characters that are written. And this game's kind of the same way. I think this game's combat is probably better. Well, I never did play it, but I've heard people say that the game Vampire, also by the same developers, Don't Nod is the name of the developer, same dev as Life is Strange. Vampire apparently had a very good story, but the combat was kind of lame. I've heard this game has better combat than Vampire, but some of the mechanics, some of the systems still kind of come up short compared to, you know, more action and more action-y games. But for me, the storytelling more than makes up for it. I still really like the story. And like I said, the characters, just kind of how they're written and the choices that it gives you. I like what this game does a whole lot. Also, I'm looking for the ghost word that's blocking me when we get certain distance in. Because yeah, we felt it once we crossed over this way, I think.
Destroy those ghost wards if you want
See
me back.
something Nothing behind here. What? Go around. Yeah, the way you upgrade your gear and the way you find gear.
Missed me?
There we go.
Always.
It's just alright. It's serviceable. It's just nothing to write home about. Oh, a key to the cache. That's nice. Also a random fish. That's its own reward, really. Convenient we just happened to find the key. Pretty close, too, because we're not too far from where we first noticed the cache. I was thinking maybe that was the thing I could shoot, but I think it's just a burnt-out torch. Yeah, nothing else to it.
Something has
these things. These ghost words are everywhere, except that one's super obvious and out in the open. And again, we are getting further away from the main objective. Oh, that's a ward. Oh, how about that? Really? What? Am I that bad at shooting? Jesus.
No.
Come on. Went right past it. Now, I think if I start up this way. Once you start me up, I'll never stop. If I start up this way. Oh, there is a point of interest. According to the little mini-map. The compass. I think there's something up here, though.
Is it just me, or?
I felt it too.
Also a hidden thingy. Oh, there it is. Yep. Super obvious.
Wasn't I always?
Can I burn this one away? Yes. Okay, just a couple upgrades pieces there. Nothing too wild, just some resources. I don't think I've been up this way. Oh, this might connect with an area we saw previously. I have a feeling we have to fight somebody. Or something. Maybe not. Oh. I spoke too soon. Oh, this thing.
Make a run for it.
Okay, that wasn't too bad. Where'd the item drop? Is this it? Yeah. The Witch's Stones. I'm assuming there will be another opportunity to spend those, because we learned earlier that's a currency. That's what you use to trade with witches. Oh, okay, it's one of these. It's a nest. You can take it out. But yeah, we know now you use witch stones to trade with witches. That's their currency. But the only witch that we could previously trade with is dead. So hopefully that's not a broken bridge. Hopefully there's ways to use that later. It's gonna be manifestation. No, wait, no, it's a specter, yeah. So we'll make manifest.
Unveil yourself.
Manifestations do more damage, which is normally kind of lame, but in this case is kind of nice because we do a really good manifestation right now.
We'll get back up.
Punch. Oh, big guy, big man. I say that'll mess this guy up for a second. And with the banishment, does this thing recharge? Not yet. Oh, he's got a shield up. All right, this fucking dude. Ouch. Oh, the uppercut missed because he was too far away. Gun still does a lot of damage, though. Hell yeah. Oh, heck. Let's see, I can stop him. It's not slowing him down, though. Big damage there. Oh, fuck. Oh, kicking the shit out of me. Oh, I missed. I was thinking I was far enough away, or close enough, rather. Look at this guy. You would think shooting a ghost in the face with a gun wouldn't be so effective, and yet here we are. Oh, I don't have the cool ability unlocked yet, or not readily available.
Standing by. Watch out.
Oh, no, you don't. No, you don't. That is an illegal gamer move. He's trying to summon another specter. Now I'm here to say, not today, son. Ouch. Ooh, let's take a drink. Slapped around a little bit here.
I think you could take.
Here comes the uppercut, and bam! That was a very good opportunity there because everyone else was just a little bit stunned. That was the time to go in for the kill. Oof.
They brought 4 friends.
This is a pretty high level encounter. There's a lot of big boys, and they're all back in town. You know what? You're going for the gut punch. Bam! Right in the dick. Not a ton of damage, though. Oh, wrong button. Not you. I'm gonna punch his other buddy. Yeah, illegal gamer move detected. I'm turning you in. The gamer police. I want to focus him because he's putting up a shield to his other broski, which I do not much appreciate. This thing is charged up, though. I'm making him really sad, which is really cool. What if I shoot him in the face? Will that make him sad? Not if I miss. Whoa. A little better. That's a really annoying... Gosh darn it. That's a really annoying modifier. Making manifestations do the most damage because they take forever to recharge. Nope. Nope. No, I don't want what you're selling. Fucking hell.
It's on you.
It's fine. I got it. All right, he's dead. No more shield for you. I've removed your condom. No more protection. He doesn't seem to give a shit. You know what? Fine. We'll go for the gut punch. Bam. It was more of a butt punch there. All right, we got there, baby. Ooh, that was a tough one. Made by the people, let's see. It's got magic swords and muskets and boss battles. I'm actually not sure, Thanon Revs. The only games that I know of, so the name of the developer is Don't Nod. And yeah, the main thing they're known for, to my knowledge, is the Life is Strange games and Vampire and a few others. But Vampire and Life is Strange are the ones that are you know, fairly well known in the general consensus of people who play games. But I think they've done other stuff though, not just those few series. I think they did stuff before Life is Strange, and Life is Strange just, you know, kind of happened to blow up. Oh, that's shallow water. I was like, am I just jumping into the ocean? No, it's really shallow water. Thought I was just taking a little dip. A little dippy.
Red, I can't manifest anymore.
Another ward. What does it mean?
According to the map, the treasure should be near.
Oh, that's good to know. I'm definitely in the business of hunting for treasure. I'm primarily in the business of banishing ghosts, but yep, I mean, looking for treasure. Hey man, I'll take it. No complaints here. Also, I've learned to check for like loose rocks, because sometimes treasure maps will ultimately point us towards loose rocks. Looking for something like that. I was secretly hoping I could... Oh, there we go.
Thank you.
No problem, lady. No problem, ghost wife. All right, let's before I kind of get ahead of myself, let's
the treasure can't
yeah, I suspect it's gonna be this way. Now that's not the treasure. That's just a treasure, I think. But we're gonna have to fight some fools. There's a zombie fella. He's gonna pop right up. Oh, okay. His standing up animation was still firing, and I said, too fucking bad. He's mad. Good. Stay mad. Punch! The game works better if you announce your moves ahead of time. It's kind of like anime. Oh, this guy. Big man. I can't imagine why. You're trying to imply shooting him in the face is not a way to make friends. He's just vibing though. He's like, all right, I don't care. Oh, okay, now he cares. Oh, he's stuck. Right, you know what? I feel a little bad. He's a big guy. He deserves a proper a proper melee death. Now we'll give it to him.
Now this place looks like the drawings on the map.
The gear loadout, yeah. Like, so if I show the gear system, yeah, this is what it looks like right here. You have the stuff on the left-hand side, which is the stuff that the mortal of this duo is able to use. His armor, his weapon, his side weapon, his side piece, his healing item. Whereas the stuff on the right side is the ghost gear. It's the stuff that Antea can use. So, and she doesn't use like physical weapons per se, but stuff that kind of allows her to channel her ghost abilities. So we killed that guy.
I'm sure the treasure is nearby.
Treasure's nearby. Where is it though? It should be pretty obvious. Oh, and here it is. X marks the spot. There it is. So what do we get? We get... Oh my god, there's another layer. I thought this was the last one, dude. Find my better half and you'll know how to find me. I ponder the majestic stone crown. Well, we'll just need to explore until we find it, because we'll probably happen upon it anyway. But awfully mysterious. And very opaque. Just a single line. Under the stone crown. Probably like a ring of rock somewhere. Some kind of rock formation, I'm guessing. So our ghost senses. Oh, there's a jump. That was unexpected. I'll take it. And big jump. Wasn't a big jump, more of a medium jump, but still counts. It's an altar. This is Red's altar, yeah. That'll give him some more juice, some more health points. That is, AKA juice, same thing. All right, that was worth it. Getting more health points. This has taken us pretty far away from our original objective. Oh, my button. I have to... So where's the sweet spot? Oh, there we go. I gotta have the right spot in mind. Yep. So that is as far as we can go on this part of the coast. Is there anything else? I think I can go up. I can climb up the rocks there. Does this lead to anything? Nope, it's just there for show. Yeah, I think I did not explore the top part all the way. This I think we're good on. Yeah, we had to go through here to... Yeah, that was the only path. So I'll climb up for a second. There was another path kind of up, leading into the kind of valley area. Or above the valley. That I did not fully explore, but I don't think it's going to lead... It's probably going to lead back to an area we've already been to. So this is getting more into... Oh, hold on. Gotta fight some shit. I will interrupt your climbing up animation so I can beat the shit out of you. Thank you very much. Oop. He's trying to get at me. Here comes the uppercut. Bam! He's a big guy, isn't he? Ouch.
A wee Highland kiss for you.
A little Highland kiss, he says. What is an island kiss? An island kiss actually sounds kind of romantic. I think there's a name for, what is it? I think a Glasgow kiss is like a kind of a tongue-in-cheek reference for headbutting somebody. So I'm guessing a Highland kiss, because this guy's Scottish. Guessing a Highland kiss is something similar. Proper ass kicking. Alright, so... What? No, I think I recognize this path. Does this lead us back to the main areas? Yes. There's activity here. I want to take on that activity. I mean, I guess the thing is... There's this. Should I go ahead and take this on real quick? I guess I should. This is probably the one of the least inconvenient times I can check into this activity, because normally the other way to get to this area is to fast travel to the fireplace.
This on for size.
Fast travel to the fireplace and then kind of follow the path that snakes around, which is a little bit inconvenient. Not too bad. Ceviche man, El Gaso? It sounds familiar. Is it something that was on YouTube? I'm trying to conjure it in my brain, and I'm failing at doing so. Oh, look at this guy. Still very much a preserved corpse. Let's get back to it, but that was extremely fun. And the song absolutely will be stuck in my head. I can't break the... Oh, I can break them sometimes. So let's see, where were we? Right, I was kind of exploring... Oh, there's a side quest. It's a side quest to activate. There's going to be multiple steps to it, but yeah, the first one... One of the ones we saw was up this way. That's yeah, it's gonna be stuck in my head all night. I can just already tell. But that's okay. There are worse things to have stuck in one's mind. There are worse songs from banger YouTube videos to have in your mind forever. Was it in the graveyard? I would assume so.
Here that did not before. We're not alone.
Yeah, the graveyard. You like ceviche? I'll confess, I don't think I've ever had it. I didn't even know what it was until that video. Painted Love, like the 80s song? Now,
feels different.
Is it right here?
Here.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Maybe Alexander or Caleb, for all we know.
Sounds like the only way to do so is to vanquish.
The means call for a ritual, and a lot of caution.
With a ritual. What's up, Vapin? Good to see you, bud. Theme to Green Acres. The theme to Green Acres. I'll confess, I don't think I know that one off the top of my head. And the non-revs over on YouTube has to hop off. It is getting kind of late. Yeah, I do appreciate you hanging out with us, dude. Appreciate you hanging out. Have a good night, my friend. Yeah, yeah, that makes sense. You'd have it as a side dish, or I guess with shrimp. Also, we need a few things. The medallion and the love letter, both of which were at Caleb's house. We didn't pick them up. We couldn't.
Hiding here with a proper item.
But we need to go back and retrieve them.
To Alexander and something from Caleb. Something prized.
Let's check the workshop for anything left.
Yeah, we saw those items. We were unable to pick them up. So, we'll be back. We'll be back.
This is Elizabeth O'Hara's grave.
We should pay our respects to her sister.
Let's see. Is that a person? Oh, that's Beth. Right. Okay. So I didn't realize she had a sister. So she's still around. In fact, she might have some kind of side quest thing as well. Also, what's going on here? Oh, the Haskells. Yes.
This is unfair.
Yeah. Yeah, this is the governor. I mean, really big and impressive gravestone, but I wonder if he had any mourners. If anyone was sad to see him go, given the circumstances. All right, so we got that knocked out. Anything else in the immediate vicinity? And we need this. It's going to be an elite fight, but one I'm not concerned about. Hunting case up top. Let's I think I'm actually going to have us return more towards this neck of the woods. So the quickest way to do so would be to fast travel here, I think. The Mills house, and then kind of proceed down this way. I'm assuming there's going to be a cave entrance down here that'll give us what we need. So the closest fireplace, the closest rest stop would have to be this one, because that one's underground. So we'll take a quick jaunt back this way. There are so many side quest things. I have a feeling the next stream we do of this, which will likely be tomorrow. Usually I try to stick with the Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, but I know sometimes I do have to deviate. But barring any changes to the plan, the next stream of this will likely be tomorrow. It'll probably be exclusively focused on shoring up some of these kind of extra investigations and haunting cases, which is perfectly fine by me because the haunting cases I think are my favorite part of the game. Exploration and fighting bosses and the main story is good too. The main story is very good. But yeah, the individual cases I think are super cool. A lot of damage to that guy. And it didn't fully kill this guy, but it beat the shit out of his homie. Oof. Oof. Oops, I didn't have the move charged up. Ouch. Oh my god.
Trouble's about.
So he did quite a bit of damage. But I did more damage to him because now he's dead. Didn't that kill you? Oh, it just spawned another one. It would be helpful if I didn't miss headshots. There we go. By the way, if you're wondering, the answer is yes. The Ceviche Man theme is still stuck in my head. I don't expect it will leave my head for a minimum of 10 years. And I think that's how it should be. You know, I think we're all better off if that song is in our heads forever. It's what Ceviche Man would have wanted. Yeah. Yeah, it's for the best. As if there's even a choice in the matter, right? So presumptuous of me to assume I had a choice on whether or not that was going to be the earworm forever. Yeah, I was replaying it in my mind, Ogaso. What's up, Todd? What's up, Mr. Poobah? Good to see you, bud. We got 6 over there as well. Good to see you, bud. Feel free to correct me if I've mispronounced your name. I don't always get it right. Appreciate you, though. The controls are actually pretty good. Yeah, you might have heard me say earlier that the combat in this game it's good. It's good. It's not the bestest. The combat kind of comes up short if you compare it to like Dark Souls, because the system is just not nearly that deep. You know, it's a much more shallow combat and a crafting, an upgrade system when you compare it to something like Dark Souls. So it's kind of an unfair comparison though, because Dark Souls is more meant to be an action game, whereas this is more meant to be a story game and like solving mysteries and investigating the world and learning about the characters. So but anyway, so I'm sorry to answer your question though, Six. The good news is that the controls do not get in the way of the combat. The controls, I think, work pretty well. Well, the nice thing, you might have already noticed this. As I'm swinging my weapon, I can just do it without any enemies around. As I'm swinging my weapon, doing strong attacks, as I'm dodging, there's no stamina bar. You can just do this forever. You can just keep dodging, keep swinging. Boys keep swinging, just like the David Bowie song. Shoot your gun, there's infinite ammo. Who gives a shit? You just gotta reload. So, there's no stamina, which is probably the biggest, arguably the most defining feature of any Soulsborne game, is you have to manage your stamina. You're managing your in-combat resources. Whereas, okay, I've already got that followed. Whereas, in this game, yeah, it's you don't really have that problem, and it's kind of nice because it means that you're always agile. Like you're always able to dodge out of scary situations. You can do a quick attack out of any dodge. It's easy to get out of scary spots pretty easily. So, it's kind of a shallow system, but at the same time, it doesn't expect too much of you, and it gives you a lot of tools to get out of danger. You don't get stun locked into combat situations too often. The healing is pretty generous. The autosave is very generous, so it's like the game kind of meets you halfway. It's almost like the game is saying, now listen, I may not have the most depth to offer when it comes to combat, but at the same time, the game knows it's not the focus. So it's not going to really put you in any situations where the combat, like, gets in the way of itself. Like, the story and the narrative, learning about the characters, learning about the world, that's the good shit. So I can kind of look past the lacking combat, because it'd be one thing. It's kind of like how some games, some action games, you'll be plodding along, you'll be plodding, and you'll be doing just fine, and you'll be doing the action stuff. You'll be fighting bad guys, taking out bosses, just feeling great. And then the game comes to a screeching halt because of a forced stealth section. And those are the worst. When a game that is not a stealth game suddenly says, oh, wait, slow down. You have to do stealth. Sorry, here's some stealth mechanics that are half-baked, and sorry about you, good luck. You know, we need a way to pad out this game length. And the best way we thought to do that was with a really cool stealth section, and the gamers are like, oh my fucking god, please. I like stealth games when they're meant to be a stealth game. When you're shoehorning a stealth thing into a game that is not a stealth game, it's not often done in a way that feels right. Oh, I can break this, by the way. So I appreciate that this game, when it hits you with combat, it's like, it doesn't overstay its welcome. Oh, there's combat. Oh, I was like, what? I was trying to pick this thing up. I was like, that was a weird animation. Beat the shit out of them both. Although I didn't kill, well, no, I killed the Spectre for that guy. Punch! Splash damage is just letting me beat the crap out of his broski. Ouch. Ha! And of course, it gives you the ability to pick up new items and new weapons, that is, new pieces of equipment. You can upgrade them, and you can kind of spec into builds that work really well. Like in my case, the build we kind of have is more or less an all-in-one build, with maybe a bit more focus on strength to power up our guy. You can see that adds 20 to strength. This one adds more to dexterity. These over here add some to strength, some to some of our other stuffs, some of our other abilities. But like, if I wanted to, if I was really wanting to go ham on using the rifle, I could just switch to the gunner battle gear that adds to dexterity. Dexterity means you shoot with more damage. There's rifles that offer more dexterity. There's, you can kind of like spec around certain things if you so chose. Same with Antea's abilities. If we wanted, we could switch to things that did more manifestation damage, like that charge attack, or her standard punches. So you can kind of pick and choose if you want to. Or you can do what I'm doing and just kind of go for an overall build, and that works too. So yeah. Yeah, not into watching Souls like it. Well, yeah, exactly. Which is understandable, because those games are really fun to play, but aren't always everyone's favorite to watch, necessarily. But this game's got a great story. This game's... The investigations, which is kind of what we're pursuing right now. This is the most... well, maybe not this right now, just because we haven't reached the investigation destination. But the thing we're working towards right now is my favorite part of the game, where we're trying to solve a mystery. Like the guy we're looking at right now, the guy whose haunting case we're investigating, he's clearly being haunted, and he's made mention of his sister, who is no longer alive. And we know this just because he mentioned it pretty early on. There's journal entries we saw in his house. We kind of rifled through his stuff a little bit. You can see journal entries that made mention of his sister, and how she's gone, and how he's sad about it, but he's carrying on. And there's a couple things that are a little weird. He's got a very elaborate frame photo of his sister in his living room that has a bunch of candles around it. A little weird. And we talked to him just now. He was like, oh, my sister's an angel. He's like, yeah, my sister's an angel. And we're like, oh, okay, that's, not that weird. I mean, okay, she's with the angels. I get it, so he's clearly religious. But then he's like, oh, do you want to meet her? And we were like, she's dead, isn't she? And he was like, yeah, do you want to meet her? He made some kind of mention. He was like, yeah, they couldn't find her dead body, but I found it. It's over in this one cave. You want to go see her? And we're like, yeah, yes, I do. I mean, he's not, I don't think, crazy. There's nothing to indicate oh, homeboy's fucking lost his rocker, or off his rocker rather. But there's something there. So we're and also he had a noteworthy. An ouchie. He had a wound on his hand, not unlike that you see with Stigmata. So like, oh, my sister, she's with the angels and she's got the mark. What do you say? She's got the mark of the Lord, which is like, you know, just a little odd. Also, uppercut, bam. Love that uppercut move. Ouch. I probably spam that uppercut move a little bit too often, but I regret nothing because it's my favorite. And therefore, I can do no wrong. And also, Ceviche Man does bless us, like Elgaso just said. It's still in my head. It will be at least until tomorrow. If I stream tomorrow, I'll be mostly quietly humming it to myself. Mostly quietly. I'll try not to be too obnoxious, but no guarantees.
Doesn't this ocean air just make you want to sail the open seas?
I've always wondered where your love of boats came from.
I definitely was a pirate in a previous life.
I think he's got the look of a pirate. I think he can make it work. By the way, I'm gonna do a quick double check to make sure I didn't miss anything. I have a sneaking suspicion that there was another totem I was supposed to grab, but I might have missed it. Oh no, wait. Oh wait, there is something. Oh yeah, I know I saw something shiny. It is not a totem though. It's just some linens, yeah. I don't know, for some reason I thought there was like one more path, but I missed when I first entered, but no, I think that's what it was. I knew there was something I hadn't grabbed. Yeah, I'd be down for that. Yeah, if I would just need to extract the audio from the YouTube video and just edit out that one piece. Is that an altar? It is an altar. A ghostly altar, but an altar no less. And some spooky boys. Time to beat the shit out of them. Ouch. I love that overhanded punch. We're stunning him really good. Here, let's do one of these. That'll probably kill the shit out of them both. It did. It killed the shit out of them both. Something ghastly, ghostly, and spectrally around. Oh, there it is. I see it. Just some concretions. I'll take it. Nothing else here. We are 87 meters away from what might be her corpse, and might be exactly where we're headed. I mean, or it could be her gravesite. I hope her corpse isn't just like out. You know, I hope it's buried respectfully. But I don't really know what to expect. Oh, it's one of these. One of these situations.
Run, Red.
Run? It's fine. We got it covered. Yeah, it's one of these spots where there's an infinite, if we so chose, an infinitely respawning boss battle. Or combat challenge, I guess. Yeah, this is not a ghost totem. Oh, here it is. We'll go ahead and do this once.
Spectral nest. I better command them to...
We can do it a whole bunch of times if we want to, you know, keep getting more resources from each fight. Let's do it once. Intensity 1, rifle, and ensnare damage. I do love me some rifle times. I wonder if there's a thing I can do to make reloads go a little faster, because reloads take a hot minute. There's a guy behind me. Oh, there's a guy. He's like inside of me.
They brought more friends.
Does this do damage? It does do damage. I know it gets him stuck, but I didn't think it would get him, I didn't think it would actually do any damage itself. Get out of here. Yep. This guy off me. Get this guy off.
They never learn, do they?
I just keep shooting, baby. Just keep shooting. Is he gonna be able to reach me? Oh well, he gets a shield. You know what? Oh, I was gonna say there's the double. Wow, you get out of here.
I think I heard the sound.
I'm trying to kill your broski over here. You know what? Just for that. And it was gonna look cool, but it wouldn't. It was gonna do a ton of damage. But it was gonna make me feel really neat. Is that reloaded yet? Not yet. He's got a shield. I see him. And that would hurt him too.
Get lost, won't you?
Thing is recharged. Oh, it missed. It's cool that it does kind of course correct. It's not like a guaranteed hit, but it does kind of swoop towards them. Oh. Oh heck. I'm surprised that missed. I feel like I was like sort of in the range.
Look to me.
Almost. Whip. Ouch. I'm starting to think this guy doesn't like me.
It's coming for you.
That's flattering. Oh, I should have charged it more. That's fine. That's fine. I pressed the wrong button.
Get lost, won't
Whip.
you?
Out of here. Actually, out of curiosity. Oh, wait, how do you do it? Is it right click? Yeah, it's right click. Yeah, not much damage. It, like, sort of stuns him. It's just not a lot of stunning. I'd just rather shoot him in the head. Like that. Whew, I got him. A lot of things to pick up from that one. I don't dislike that one. It's just, it's a little bit clunky having to do mostly shooting when you're obviously very much in melee range. And if we wanted to, we could keep just doing that one over and over again to get more nest silts. The downside, of course, is that the intensity goes up every time you succeed. But it's a nice way to farm resources if you're in a situation where you need more. But I don't know. I've yet to be in a situation where I need more resources. Like, oh man, I need to buff up my armor as I keep dying by this one boss battle. That doesn't really happen in this game, thankfully. At least not yet. I should have gotten closer to those guys. It did hurt. It did hurt him. Oh, not you. I want to hit this other guy. Ouch. Ouch.
Spectre, going for a new suit.
Ouch. Jesus, there's a lot of broskies here.
Brought more friends.
Not too far away. Oof. That is extremely satisfying to pull off. Doesn't always, like, do amazing, but it did well enough there. Leaned their shit out. Cocking it, yeah, I thought the same thing. Yeah, it's a... I think the idea, like, if we look at it kind of slower, well, as slow as we can, we're definitely pouring the powder, I guess, what is it, gunpowder, down the barrel, and there's, like, a really quick motion where we're stuffing the stuff in there. Maybe the shake is that we're, like, shaking it up. I didn't think you would have to shake a musket, or I guess, or a rifle, rather. So, like, maybe it makes it more potent if you shake it up. I don't know. I think it's the kind of thing where it looks cool, or it's meant to look cool, and we're not expected to worry too much about the details. We're just not supposed to think about it too hard. Because, yeah, there's obviously no pump motion, like you would pump a shotgun, like a 12 gauge or something. So... probably more style over substance, which is fine. It's fine. It doesn't have to always be pure mechanics here, but it is kind of silly. What's this? Something I can read. Ashlyn. This was a couple years ago, before the events of this game. Fear that I might never reach you settles in my stomach. Hostile shores of the New World. So the ship, the Greta, or Greta. Sick and wounded. Sent by the captain to New Eden, never came back. Okay, the captain has died. His leg swelled up really bad. Had to toss his dead body in the river. Oof. Couldn't properly bury him. Yikes. Yeah, we've never... It was a stranded sailor. Yeah, we've never heard about these people. Loving fiance. Oof. That's hurt. That hurts, man. Howlings and whispers in the dark. Could they have been wolves? I mean, I wonder if it was the wolves we just fought. Of course, those were specters, but still. Is it possible that when his captain got tossed ashore that he was like remanifested as a ghost of some variety? I mean, it wasn't the crew's fault that he you know, presume his leg got like infested or something. It wasn't the crew's fault he died, but maybe the lack of burial meant that his spirit was unwell. There's a rest area over here, which is very useful. Whose clothes are these? That's a little odd. Someone's clothes just left astray. A little weird. A little sus, not gonna lie. NGL. I say that I feel like we're gonna be seeing some broskies pop back up here. He's got a gun. Too bad for him. I will not give him a chance to use it. Also, I really like how you can very briefly see it, but the enemies do ragdoll when you kill them. It's just as they like despawn right afterwards. The combos are so fun to pull off as Antea.
I'm right here, you know.
They're very flashy. Can I get into this boat? The answer is probably not. Well, there's like a part that's kind of well lit up that way. I definitely want to get to the rest area. Because it'd be nice to be able to fast travel here again if we so chose. Or when we so chose. Pretty neat.
Bodies.
Aye, we're too late.
Oh, the survivors. Well, that's not surprising. Disappointing, but not surprising.
Killed with an axe, looks like.
Oh, the axe that... Oh, shit. Not the axe that they stole... Not stole, but decided to keep from the first guy they had to bury. As he requested that he be buried with his axe, and they were like, this is our only tool. We can't leave it. Just said by the campfire. Oh, okay, here we go. Unless there's anything on the outside. That's gotta be the inside.
Oh, shelter with a damp and itchy straw bed. Just how I like it.
Alright, so what's this letter? To whom it may concern. Yeah, to any who live to read it. Yeah, this is exactly how we expected it to go down. Of course, the survivors didn't make it. So, 2 militiamen who fled Fort Jericho, which is the, I think, penultimate location of the game. We haven't been there yet. If they're to be believed, walking corpses. They built a raft and attacked us. Okay. Plus it'd be Atuan. We found success. Okay. Peter Buckland, who died in our defense. And cursed the land that killed him. Okay. Well, I guess that's not the... I mean, it's fucked up that the 2 deserters from Fort Jericho attacked them. So I guess the idea is Etienne was able to defeat them then.
They escaped.
Yeah, they escaped.
They escaped.
So the corpses then...
Isabel Sykes, I salute you.
Yeah, that's genuinely surprising. So the corpses then we saw were
Warms the heart.
were of the soldiers, the deserters.
Does that?
Okay, yeah, I thought here I thought this was the end of that mission, but like there's still a chance that we could find somebody. The fact they made it this far is impressive. There's the axe. There it is. Yeah, that's the axe they used to defend themselves. Later died when he fled with the other 2 survivors. Yeah. Yeah, there's no way that Roulier is alive. There's just no way.
Axe served them well in the end.
Take it. Kate will want to hear all about it.
There's a ward somewhere preventing us from switching to our ghost wife. Another letter. Account book of a stranded ship. About 10 years ago, before this game. 30 men. Bunch of alcohol and some other resources. En route to Boston. Okay. That was their... This is obviously the ship that crashed, and the stranded guy that we saw. We saw his letter earlier. That's where this all... Where it all came from, I suppose. The ward is... As far as I can tell, nowhere to be seen. Makes me wonder if it's on the outside. We need... Antea to be able to break through this thing. Unless it's like being sneaky. It's like kind of tucked away. Oh, there it is.
There you are.
Here I am. Like falling off a log after being startled by a wisp in Akershus.
Never gonna let me live that one down, are you?
I have a feeling this is probably gonna be a dead end, because... Oh, actually, there's a few things this way. This keeps going, wow. Alright, so I'm gonna hold off on exploring more of that way. It is getting pretty late. Let's go and do this.
I feel a draft.
From the invisible.
Is there a jump somewhere? They said they both felt something. But I see nothing that's hidden.
Picking
here we go.
Spectral nearby.
Let's go rest at the fire. And then we'll save there, and we'll pick up next time by continuing with the investigation into that cave. Because that cave is where we're presumably going to find whatever remains of, I think Marcy was Hugh's sister. It's still weird. Like, the whole thing, the vibe that guy gives off is questionable. Like, I don't think he's... Like, I don't think it's an obvious case where he killed or anything like that. I don't think it's quite that cut and dry, but there's something about... Maybe it's like... Maybe because he believes she had some kind of divine gift that let her, like, commune with the heavens. Maybe in his fucked up mind, he thought, like, oh, if she dies, she'll be that much more powerful. She'll be that much easier she'll be that much closer with God, and therefore she'll be able to do some miracles, like if it's one of those kinds of things. I don't know, but it makes me wonder if there's some twist to this that we're not expecting. So let's go ahead and save here. This game has a tendency to surprise us. I think like the first... There have been a few times where you would see an investigation, like the introduction to it, and it'd be like super obvious, like, oh yes, me and my lover are doing great, but my husband died mysteriously 2 weeks ago, and wow, that's about the time when the haunting began. There's probably no connection to that. Don't worry about it. Like, sometimes it's a little bit obvious, but most of the time, the game hits us with some enjoyable curveballs. So we'll continue with that. Most likely tomorrow. So don't mind my hair being messy. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about the messy hair. You didn't come here for the messy hair or a well-kempt head of hair. You came here for some video games. Or you came here because you were forced to, or you came here because one of the very nice people that rated us brought you along. But regardless of how you got here, I appreciate you.